Nice.
We've got a replay that I need to grab from Patreon because we had a new patron who used Patreon to send the replay.
Well, with that being said, we do have like 15 from last week, so
True.
we have to do all those first.
Yep.
We got to do her in order. So I'm just going to go through here, and for everybody that I have listed on here, I'm going to check to see if they have a new one that they've submitted.
Sounds good.
And then if we finish all of these, I'll go through and add all of the people into there. I'll just do it again after.
Yep. I'm just gonna throw this one in here in case we get to it today, or if you want to write it down.
Yo, what up, Crisp? In Grimney. Hello. You're not first, but close. You're second.
Nice try, idiot.
Moron. I'm just kidding. We should not start the stream insulting in Grimney for not being first. Next week, I believe. First, and probably the first time you'll be the first. Yeah, dude, Slorkle does go first this time, actually. Now that we're keeping track of the order. Hey, Slorkle, while you're here, can you tell me if you submitted a new one? I think you did. I think I recall seeing a new one that you put in here. Let me go ahead and scroll all the way up here. I'm just going to read in chat at this point. Let's see. Hey, Jenkins, how's 7K life? Actually, it rounds up to 8K, just technically speaking, if you want to just be technical with it. And, it's pretty good. But please refer to me as Supreme Lord God 8K player next time.
Yeah, it's really offensive to Jenkins when you don't represent his correct MMR.
That's legitimately the entirety of my self-worth is in that number. So if you could go ahead and
expect that shit.
Do the Oracle one first. I posted a replay, but I don't expect you to do the Phoenix one this week. Oh, okay. So do you want us to? Well, you can choose. Do you want us to do the new one, or do you want to still look at the Oracle one? Because I mean, it is a new patch, right? Since the last time we.
It certainly is.
Dude, Vince Scepter is 100% since Vince Scepter has gotten Rage into Dota. They have just been absolutely memeing up the chat. Like these two are coming out in full force, and just with the memes, which is good. Well, this is what we want. We want it to be like Twitch.
We do. Slorical says
old, please. Okay, cool. Sure. We can go ahead and do that. We can just get right into it if you want. We always kind of fuck around for.
Nah, let's get her did. Let's get her did, man.
Yeah, let's get her did. Go ahead and it's in chat. I'm gonna search for the text that he wrote.
Okay, give me 1 second. I just need to tweet out a picture of the pizza that I made because I feel like I want to share that with everybody.
I think that's pretty reasonable. Wait, no results. Are you fucking daft, kid? Is the Discord search really this bad that it can't search for like a replay ID? Oh, I'm in the wrong channel. That's why.
I was gonna say it is pretty terrible. It is pretty terrible.
I still don't see it.
You have
Dude, come on, Discord, please.
You have to scroll up to load all of the old stuff.
I hope not. I would seriously hope not.
Probably do.
Oh wait, okay, the old one. I see a Phoenix one here. Do you have another, an even older one than that? Oh, I don't see an Oracle one. Yeah, the replay ID that I have is the Phoenix one. Can you resend me? Can you resend me the Oracle one? Is that possible?
You're asking me or
No, Slorkle. He's thank God he's here. Otherwise this would be very confusing.
Yeah.
You never learn how to read, Tommy Olzowski? That's fine. You don't need to read these days. All right, Mikey Slattery. Where you at, dog? Do the Oracle one first. I posted a replay. So I see a replay where he posted that's Lich. And then I scroll up and the older one is a Phoenix one. I'm very confused. Which Oracle replay? I just don't see an Oracle replay. I see a pause 5 Phoenix and a Lich.
Oh my goodness,
well,
Slorkle. Get it together.
We'll do the Phoenix. We'll just do the Phoenix. Do this one.
All right, that's the one that we already have loaded.
Just do Phoenix, okay. Yeah, 50 games of Pudge Techies is definitely a lot, and I did not expect to be even remotely close to that goal, but
Oh, we're 2/3 of the way there.
we're almost there, actually. I
Keep it up.
we'll do it. Yeah, okay. This is Slorkle. He says, pause 5 Phoenix. So this is going to be a support replay. And he says, after a long winning streak, I am on a long decline. The game feels hopeless. My team was all Spanish speaking, so late game coordination felt impossible. And I think that's why we lost. We had Aegis and or picked off one of their cores multiple times and tried to go high ground, but couldn't take any towers. From 41 minutes on in the game is basically back and forth trading kills, but please review key high ground attempts at 41 minutes, 46 minutes, 50 minutes, and 58 minutes. I know you guys say hour-long games are chaos and there's not much to analyze, but I lose going high ground way more than average. Most of my games of my losses feel like I'm winning, and we go high ground and throw. Okay, we can look at some high grounds for you then. Let's
41 is the first one.
Yeah, 41. Let's see. Can you do that with your tongue? Make the noise in your mouth.
What?
Can you hear my tongue? I'm making a noise in my mouth, like that.
No.
Apparently that's a genetic. Tongue things are very genetic.
Okay. Can you make like multiple loops with your tongue?
I can actually. I can. I'm embarrassed to show you, but I can do like really crazy shit with my tongue.
Can you do the 3? Yeah, the 3.
Uh-huh.
I can do that one too.
Oh really? That's like a 10% sort of thing. What the tongue do? Ask your mom, Rage Beast.
Whoa! Get him. Okay.
It tells her that she's a very beautiful person and that I respect her a lot. That's what my tongue does.
Yep.
Okay,
with
let's
words.
go ahead.
With words, not
Of course.
touching.
No, I mean that very respectfully, I wouldn't go ahead and do that if unless she consented, I consented, and we both weren't in relationships and we loved each other. But that's about it.
What if we just reviewed all the replays in showcase mode for a week?
I think that would probably be equivalent because what we say is total bullshit anyway.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, so 41 minutes. I am shocked that you guys throw this, considering you have a 30k gold lead. Okay, so you kill PA. That's pretty cool.
Does that buyback? What does PA have? Let's actually take a look at the state of the game. So
yeah, let's do that.
Not much on Wyvern. Sniper pretty farmed, but not amazingly so. Venge, nothing. Earthshaker has Echo. PA, relatively farmed, but not amazingly so. You have an Ember with Crit and Monkey King bar for some reason.
He's huge. He's a big boy.
You've got a Rubik. You've got a Doom. And you have a Slark who also is very farmed. So
yeah, I don't know how the hell you guys lose this. I really don't.
Well,
if this is a loss, let's see.
We're about to find.
Okay, he bought back. This is what. Can we check the status on Roche real quick? Hover over the bottom left thing.
Oh,
the little thing.
1 minute,
Roche
13
will
seconds.
respawn in a minute. Okay, so that's your next objective here, guys. The objective is not go high ground. Whenever it's a 5v5, that's never gonna work.
Especially into Sniper Wyvern Earthshaker. 30k is...
with daggers and swaps. This is just not an easy. I mean, you just straight up never want to go high ground unless you're planning on literally just fighting. Just wait for Roche. It's in a minute. That guy trying desperately to hit egg. Ah,
So
the guy runs in. They're really good. Really not good. I mean, y'all have no buybacks and are trying to push high ground. I think somebody needs to just say, hey, it's a 5v5. Let's just sit outside their base and cuck them while waiting for Roche. And then guess what happens? They get bored because they don't want to sit in their base and play no video games for like 5 minutes. And then they leave the base and then you kill one of them, just like what happened with the PA, by the way, 2 seconds ago, that forced the buyback. And then you win the game.
Yep.
Yeah, the reason that you guys failed at pushing high ground there was because you shouldn't have pushed high ground. You should have waited for Roche. It was a 5v5. That's just... Like, you should have pushed high ground to force the PA buyback, and then when the PA buys back, that's
back.
job done, over and out, you know?
Yeah, he said that it was hard to communicate because he was on a different language team.
Spam ping Roche.
Yeah, I agree. I also really don't like the fact that you just have like 3 observer wards in your inventory. And 0 sentries. What is with support players and just not buying sentries? I assume that there's probably 10 in stock because I see 0 on the map right now. Like, just blanket any area that you want to control in sentries because there's probably at least 1 ward that you've missed. So get rid of that so they feel less comfortable doing anything at all. And then also, I'm just going to give you 1 tip about warding in the late game. You need a ward like here. You need a ward like here. You need a ward like right here or here. Just put it...
Catch them when they leave.
Yeah, just keep tabs on them and make sure that nobody can leave their base without you knowing exactly where they are. And that way, it's very easy to find those pickoffs that enable you to actually go Roche. Okay.
Yeah, definitely place those wards. Very important in the late game. Like, it's all about just getting a pick off right now. That's it.
Yep.
You just cuck them in their base. Don't let them leave.
Oh. Ben just kind of owning you. Slurk. Oh, dude, you could have just egged. Why not just egg right there? This seems like a very chaotic, terrible fight at this point.
All right, now it's mode chill time. Your guys got to get resources. How the fuck is Rubik dying? Y'all gotta just...
You guys just didn't commit.
Chill a bit. But also, these wards, like... Pause right now. I don't see anything that's happening top. I don't see anything that's happening in their base. Like, you really desperately need to just ward... When they're in their base, they're confined to such a small area. Just, like, get this vision of any time they exit their base, you're going to be able to, like, basically cuck them. Like, right there is a good one. I'm pointing at my screen. You know where I'm pointing. Yeah, exactly.
Here.
I like the one on the high ground over there. I don't know if Doom just placed it or what, but that's a good one too. I like that. But make sure you get up your whole ward coverage.
Yeah,
And,
I mean, hell, even just put one here. Like, know that it's going to be dewarded, but put one here so at the very least you can see into their base.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
briefly,
I forgot to announce on Discord. Shit.
And just, like, show where they are, you know? It's, it might be just like a short glimpse that you get, but you want to know kind of like roughly where their positioning is in case you do want to dive. I don't know. This is like really giving me anxiety that you have 2 wards just in your inventory and they've been there for actually 5 minutes.
Holy shit, 4,000 people in Discord? That's crazy. That is actually crazy. Anyway. Yeah, I need to put those wards down. Pretty big deal for confining the enemy team in their base.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, the language issue is like, I don't know how to resolve that one other than like, you need to use chat wheel more.
Yeah.
Like, get back, that sort of thing. Like, ping your HP.
Yeah, I also think
like, definitely a maniac.
I also think that this could go extremely well if you just egg right here. Like, I just don't understand. Like, your team is committing. Your team is ready to go in. Look, Ember Spirit's going to go in. Your team is going in. Just egg. Just go egg.
Yeah, I do agree. Like, this could be how
you got taunted. Okay.
Oh, I see. That really sucks.
Yeah. I would still probably just run in and egg, though. Like,
egg to like zone them while they hit.
Yeah.
Well, sniper is a problem. Also, the mid lane's not a great place to be doing this. It's way fucking easier to dive them at the bot lane because there's no tier 4s that they can just stand in.
Yep.
Don't siege the mid lane. Please.
Yeah.
Never siege the mid lane. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Because if you siege the bot lane, then that means that if they want to push out top, they have to be really far away from you. And whenever you're cucking them in their base, you have control of all the creep waves. So you can just push top lane in, which means if you siege bot, top wave is going to get, top tower is going to get annihilated by creeps. And eventually you can make your way up there. In the mid lane, there's just so much protection for them to run to in the mid lane. The tier 4s are right there. The fountain's right there. I mean, the tier 4s are really the big deal. Like, you guys cannot dive into their tier 4s. Like, Sark probably took like 2,000 HP of his damage from like the towers,
Right.
and getting shrapneled on. Like, just play bot and look at the empty space between their fountain and bot.
Right.
You can dive a sniper there. There's no towers there. There's no towers in these side lanes.
Yeah.
Kill that piece of shit.
Also, I gotta say, like, pushing the mid lane, you have 2 waves that are just going out. Like, this is not good, because if you lose a fight, look how close they are to your side of the map already. All they have to do is run top. Like, they'll probably run down mid, but if they run top, then they already have momentum going towards you in the top lane as well. So, like, potentially they could get, 2 waves at your base, which is how you should have it. Like, right now you have 1 wave. If sniper kills this wave, you can't push for 30 seconds. There's no way. You don't have anything breaking backdoor protection in another lane either. So
I think we move on to the next
yeah.
part, because don't push mid, and also what was the first thing we talked about?
Place your
Don't-
wards.
Yeah, place your wards. Don't run into the enemy team when they're all alive. Just cuck them in their base, basically.
Yeah.
But if you're going to siege, you have to siege bot or top. Mid is just a death sentence.
All right, what's the next timestamp?
Let's see. I have to go back and look now. 46, 50, and 58 minutes. Lion is an annoying laner. Yeah, it's really annoying when Lion on my team is feeding the enemies. I agree. Hey, you guys are winning the game. Hey, you fought outside of their base and you won a fight. That's cool. Wait, this feels like... Oh, Jesus, stop going mid. Stop pinging the mid tower, Slorkle. I see you pinging it. Ping bot. Oh my god. Alright, don't siege mid. That's literally all I have to say with this replay. Look how much shit people are eating on the towers. Can we go back and watch Sark die? Oh, look at the damage he's taking. He's eating shit. Oh, he is eating shit. He died literally to just the tower and fissure. The towers and fissure, that's it.
Yeah.
And you were the one pinging the mid tower. Spam ping the side lane towers. There you go.
And
GG.
Yeah. Okay. And once again, I see zero vision near their base, so I'm not entirely sure.
I'm pointlessly focusing on the mid thing. What else is there? What else? I don't understand what criticism that is. I don't know what else there is. I'm just trying to get across the fact that it's
literally
really
nothing
important.
about the problem here is involved with them sieging mid. How can you say that?
Well, what is the problem then? It's really easy to point out that something is not a solution to something. To come up with the solution is much harder. Like, I can look at a bridge that has collapsed and say, "Oh, they're fucking idiots. That thing has collapsed." That doesn't mean I can fix it. You see what I'm saying? Dota is a game where it's very easy to point out mistakes. It's very easy to point out flaws, but to come up, here's how you actually do it better. That's a lot harder. Jumping in when opponents have buyback. You mean when they don't have buyback? You're mega confusing me.
No,
I'm gonna
he's just okay. First of all, TJ Pancakes, you have no fucking idea whether they have buyback or not because you don't have God mode like we do in the replay review, so you don't know. So you can't make that as justification. Second of all, if they dive in the side lanes, Slark probably doesn't die there because there's no tier 4s hitting him. There you go. Mid lane's the problem, even with terrible play by Slark.
Really, we know it. Slorkle knows it. That a big problem is Slark's a fucking idiot, right? But it's your teammates in pubs. You can't do shit about that. The only thing you can do is make your chances better. We all know this, you know. So if you siege the side lanes, it's gonna make you might still lose to this guy diving like a complete moron. You know, he's a Cro-Magnon ape, so he might just go die. But it's way more likely in the mid lane where he's gonna take 100% of his HP minus a fissure from the Earthshaker and die to towers.
Also, you kind of do have to dive because there's a sniper. If you can't just sit back, you have to eventually just man up and dive the sniper. But
whenever Elevated talks, all I hear is blah blah blah. Nice one, Booby. Nice one, Booby.
Yep. Well, you can take the rest of the replay review. That's fine with me. I'll just play poker on my phone.
Play Rivered Poker. Do it. That's mine.
Can game. I have the next ID?
Yeah, it's 696969 420. Just kidding. Dude, I'm just kidding. Relax, man.
You can get a hell yeah, Tommy.
Hell yeah. Okay, the next one is Poopy Pants Boy. And here's the ID. And I got a Control F for this cocksucker in here. Not Poopy Pants Boy. I mean the Canadians usually refer to inanimate objects as cocksuckers. It's not. It's an endearing thing. Don't worry.
Sure.
I have. Dude, this is so dumb. I have it on my screen.
Damn, dude. This is. I literally feel like these names are a Jenkins stack. We've got Shit Carter, Fart Sack, Bass, Brett Favre, and Poopy Pants Boy. If
that's not good. Those are solid.
If that's not a Jenkins stack, I don't know what is, to be honest.
In my opinion, that's that's creme de la creme level of naming your Steam account. So
yeah,
really good stuff. Poopy Pants Boy says, legally retarded here. I played Kunkka. It was only my second game with him, and my first was 16 months ago. So any mechanics I'd picked up on him were forgotten. Keep in mind the MMR disparity. The laning was weird because they switched out Medusa for Ursa in the mid lane twice. The main issue for this game is that we knew we needed to end the game early because of Medusa, so we tried to pressure and ended up taking a lot of bad team fights. How could we have taken advantage of their lane swapping and our early game momentum? Also, I don't know the build on Kunkka, so I just went on the popular guide. I think the Radiance I got was retarded. If we wanted to pressure early game, I think Shadowblade would have been good and may have been a good choice to close the gap and surprise them. Also, not getting BKB was autistic. There was also an issue of target prioritization during fights for me. Feel free to flame me on my mechanics, especially since I haven't played him in over a year. I would like to learn him, so any advice, criticism, bullying, and hazing in that department is welcomed. I love that people just love getting hazed. This is great. Like Slorkle, we were just railing into on the mid lane thing, and he's like, ooh, this is good stuff. He loved it. Okay, so any Kunkka, yeah, all right. So let's see, what's the draft? What do we got for the draft here? It's black on my screen.
It's Disruptor, CM, Jug, Puck, and Kunkka.
See ya, Tommy.
Versus
good luck with the lady.
Lion, Centaur, Ursa, Medusa, Lich.
Okay. So I don't think you guys actually have to worry too much about the late game. Juggernaut is not a bad late game counter to Medusa. You get a Battle Fury, you farm very quickly, you can Omni Slash her with the Diffusal, drain her mana. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, I also feel like people, and no offense to you, Poopy Pants Boy, but I just think that low MMR players tend to have a whole lot of like panic when it comes to these late game quote unquote heroes like Medusa and Spectre and like PA. They're just like, oh my god, if we go late, there's no way we can win this. Yeah, if your opponents play perfectly, I suppose, but they're the same MMR as you, so chances are they're gonna fuck up a lot. And I don't think that there is an unbeatable late game hero in Dota, even at higher MMRs. It's just how you approach the game that matters.
Yeah, not in this patch. Like
Yeah.
this patch is so. Once again, I always mention this, but there's like level 30s, Rapier's a broken item. There's so many things. Okay, so this guy rotates to you to be Ursa versus Kunkka, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at this point, if you're concerned about the matchup, you can literally just TP because he TP'd. So
Yeah, you can just TP and puck and come mid and lane against Ursa. Seems pretty good.
Yeah, that does seem okay. Kunkka off lane, really not that bad. Really not that bad.
Yep.
But against this hero, you just want to play with creep aggro and keep Tidebringering him. Like I actually think a Kunkka with early levels, which you got the first couple of few waves, you should be able to do well against an Ursa as Kunkka.
Yeah, just
Like
keep
you just
pull the
keep
wave back
Tidebringer
and
him.
then Tidebringer him every time there's a creep to get.
And what you're doing is good though. Like I like that you're torrenting him and constantly Tidebringer him. Like this is good. You're just keeping the pressure up. This is very solid stuff, dude.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like with Poopy Pants Boy, you've seen this a lot. His laning mechanics are pretty damn solid.
Yeah, I just think that, hey, what a surprise. Anytime you have a matchup that's not necessarily that great, just change the lane. Like you don't have to just fight him for every single creep. Just push the wave, hit him with Tidebringer, go jungle, get a farm advantage, and then Ursa's not a problem. Like this is literally the answer to every single matchup, every single bad lane you've ever had in your entire existence as a Dota player is just.
I would say what you want to do is go jungle his camp after you
Yeah.
push it in. Go to the right there and just take like satyrs or whatever it is.
Yep.
Just push it in with like your when you torrent the range creep, or you can just do that what you just did. That's the thing. Yeah, go jungle, get that level advantage, man. He can't do it.
Yep.
This shit under tower doesn't do anything, and just walking back doesn't do anything either.
Yep.
Just go hit his jungle creeps. You have a quelling blade, so you can cut all the trees.
Yep. Just endlessly push.
There's a lot of
push jungle.
Really, all I'm seeing here is like it's literally the same mistake over and over again. The lane pushes in, you do a bunch of bullshit under the tower. Sure, you kill him, whatever. You can do that with levels either way, but then you don't jungle his camp, so you're just literally just pressuring him, which I don't think you really care to do that much. Like, who cares? It's an Ursa. Who gives a shit? He's feeding you. That's pretty cool. I was going to say also picking up a bottle is super smart.
Yep.
Because Ursa can't push the lane, so you're gonna get every single rune.
Yeah, all of this, dude. Like, just be more efficient. Get more farm. Like, you're already You're already pushing the lane every single time. I mean, every single time the creeps meet. So why do you care about the equilibrium by blocking? Just go get more farm, right?
If you want to be real cool with it, if you want to be real next level and do like literally just a week ago people started doing it strats, you cut the mid wave and pull it to a camp at the tier 3. Seriously, this is what people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you pull it to a jungle camp. And you just chain do that. You just pull it to a camp, pull it to a camp, pull it to a camp, and just keep farming that way. You can even double it up if you want.
Do the creeps aggro to the camps, or you just have to tank it in front of the camp?
You tank it. So usually you wait until it's later. But this is what people are doing on Ember, Bristle, Kunkka can obviously do it. Like any hero who has some sort of AoE has the benefit of doing this.
Right.
I would say that you're killing him, which is cool, but I would probably Tidebringer off the creeps there just because Tidebringer, I don't know if you know this, but Tidebringer doesn't do the full damage if you do it on it does more damage to the targets that are getting cleaved than the main target. So I'm not sure. That might be like patronizing to if you do know that, but I'm just I know there's some people that
cleave is pure, basically.
Cleave is not pure. It's just that the cleave is 160%, whereas like the regular hit is just
doesn't it also like wasn't maybe that's an old patch where like the cleave used to ignore armor.
It used to. Like now it doesn't. Like Kunkka used to be better. Kunkka was way better with this like dataless. This is why like the dataless build Kunkka sucks and fell off.
Mm-hmm.
You only kill supports with it. It doesn't kill carries.
Right. I also want to say like the whole suggestion of shoving the wave and jungling their camps instead of jungling your camps is even more relevant against a Medusa who actually wants to jungle those camps.
Yeah, of course. So
anytime you go back, we actually had a replay review like a long time ago where we saw the person. It was like a brood mother that kept going back to this camp over and over, and Jenkins just yelled about it for like the entire replay review. Don't come to this camp if you absolutely do not have to. You can go to this camp, and you can go to this camp. Both of these camps take farm away from the other team and give you the exact same amount of farm as this does. So do not come back to this camp for any reason, I feel like.
Agreed. Not if you have the choice.
I don't know. I feel like finally, how do you
let's. Oh, okay.
How do you transition this into an advantage, right? Because you're owning them. But,
you definitely TP to lanes and murder people.
Yep. You definitely get out of the mid lane, and you go farm your way to your top lane. Farm your way to the bottom lane.
If you, a real dank play you can make right now is like wrap around on top, like this centaur just died, and then wrap around for when he comes back, and then kill him.
Yeah.
And it's just devastating because he just TP'd. So then you get the top tower, and you actually progress the game forward. And when you have all these tier 1 towers, it's much easier to stop the Medusa from farming.
Also, this game is a halberd game. If I've ever seen a Radiance halberd game, this is it. Ursa, Medusa. I feel like Armlet into Daedalus seems like almost griefing.
I'm really once again, the fact that the cleave is not pure damage, I've not been a fan of the Daedalus build, especially against agi heroes. Like, you're gonna crit and hit the Ursa for like, I don't know, half his HP, whereas like before it would one hit him.
Yeah.
It's really not that good. That's why people are going Radiance Vessels and all of that sort of shit. I don't mind the armlet though. I definitely don't mind the armlet. Like, I feel like this is just some early game, be tanky, be annoying pressure item. It's fine. But going for a Daedalus after that is like, I would rather see you go armlet Radiance. I'd rather see you go armlet BKB, armlet halberd sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
As well.
Spirit Vessel.
Yeah, it's not the greatest vessel game. It's a good item, but
yeah, halberd. I think halberd
is legitimately like top 5 items in Dota.
Halberd like BKB, I feel like, makes you literally unkillable, and then you just do a ton of damage because both of those items are strength items anyway. So like,
dude, look at your regen too. Like, Kunkka has the halberd gives you status resist, it gives you evasion, it gives you ridiculous amount of damage and strength. Out of nowhere. It's one of those items where like you upgrade it with no recipe and then you get more stats than any of the components.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Every time that happens with an item where you get way more stats than the components, it gets nerfed. Halberd is currently in that state where there's no recipe, but for some reason the stats upgrade tremendously. And then on top of that, any hero that has any sort of like natural regen, aka every strength hero, Halberd is broken on right now. I would just recommend go Halberd in every one of your fucking games. If you think it's an okay Halberd game, you can be Death Prophet. Go Halberd. Like, this item is busted right now. This is the like the new like Ring of Tarask, you know, almost, where it's like Halberd is just the item everybody's building. It's like Blade Mail. You know, everybody's building Blade Mail on int heroes. Everybody's building Halberd on strength heroes.
Yeah. I also kind of do like Ags this game. I feel like it's really good against Ursa and Centaur, and like, I don't know. It's a pretty disruptive item. Allows your team to get off their ultimates. Like, you could combo your Ags with the CM ult, and it would be nuts. You asked to be flamed a little bit for your mechanics. I noticed that you were bottling while you had Armlet on, which gives you literally 0 health because you're losing health as you gain it back. So just keep in mind that.
Daedalus is trash.
Daedalus into Radiance is also trash. Don't do that.
This is a garbage waste of gold item. Yeah. Just really not a good item right now in general. Nobody's really building Daedalus. How many hero from SEA? Quite a few. I think our biggest demographic is like, it's like Philippines, then America.
I think it's American, then Philippines now.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Good old NA represent. Yeah, okay, so you just fed an 8-kill streak to Medusa by pushing by yourself in the bottom lane.
Yeah, don't be doing that.
Seems kind of insane. Like, look
what the hell is your CM doing? I'm very, very confused. You guys are a 5-stack. Why is your CM just jungling? Do not be pushing when your team is jungling, a guy's AFK in Fountain, Disruptor slowly walking towards the lane, and I don't know what Jug's doing. Jug like farmed those camps and he's leaving you.
Yeah.
So you're basically not paying attention to where your team is positioned and where they're moving to. Like even just Jug being there is enough to help you here, but he's moving away from you because he's going to farm those 2 camps and then there's nowhere else for him to farm. So you need to know that he's going to leave at that point. I mean, you do know. It's just you need to play around that. Of course you know that he's going to leave because he's hitting those camps. Like, the carry's going to keep farming, right?
Yep. All right. Anything else to cover in this one?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. He just kind of said general advice.
Yeah, I mean...
Do you want to go to itemization, like game itemization, and
sure.
see?
Look.
So end at 38 minutes. Deuce was a real problem. Yeah, I mean, your items really hurt you, I think. You're kind of doing like a mix between 2 builds, and the Dale's build is just dog shit anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you guys need some you lack a frontline tank, and you can't do it with this build.
Yeah, you also took the torrent talents, but went right-click items. I don't understand.
Yeah. I would just say, yeah, stick to the Radiance, Halberd, BKB build. It's way better. I don't mind the armlet though. Yeah. You were doing a lot of work with the armlet, and then you saw that you fell off. There's a reason for that, because your item choices were good, and then they became bad. Yep. And so your gold was not spent as efficiently as it was earlier, and that's why your early game was good, because the armlet was good. It's an efficient item to go on Kunkka for what you wanted to do. Look at your team. Who tanks? Crystal Maiden, Puck, Disruptor, Jug. Not a single hero that I just listed can tank.
Yep.
Kunkka.
It's you.
Of course he can. Of course he can.
It's you. All right.
Let's move on. All right. Next replay is Gunner.
You said
Gunner.
A new one, I believe.
Okay.
I think it was like one of the most recent chats.
He did Wraith King. Oh yeah, he did. He would like to change his replay. The new ID is this. Wait a second. There it is. And he says, yo, where's the Alchemy Discord? There it is. He says, felt like this game was winnable for a lot of the time, but then it seemed to just slip out of our grasp. Was I taking too much farm from the other core / taking farm in bad places? Well, we can take a look at that. I also don't usually go Deso, but I felt like a bit we were lacking damage, and we needed it to burst down the Weaver. Would like your thoughts on that and my item build in general. I wasn't 100% sure what to do after Deso / Vlad's, Halberd, BKB, AC, Lotus, potentially. I suppose if I was to blame for something in the loss, I think it would just be not taking mid-game / late-game fights very well. Is that correct? We'll see. We'll see. Mars is one of my favorite heroes, so I feel confident in criticizing Amars right now. This is one of the guys I spam.
All right, being that this is an offlane replay, the first offlane replay of the stream, let's take a 5-second moment of silence for Universe retiring. All right, and we're back.
Okay. I don't want to talk about that. He's my favorite player.
Your hero.
Yeah,
he's your hero.
I'm gonna watch his pub replays still. It's fucking. Kendrick Lamar is gonna retire next. Like, I don't know what to do with my life. One sec. Okay.
Damage issues when you have an SF Drow. SF. Interesting.
I don't feel like you have any damage issues with these heroes, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like you have issues with surviving. They have Wind Ranger, Wraith King, Weaver. You definitely have issues surviving. You got to get like a Crimson Guard to save your team and pipe Vlad's.
Yep.
Yeah, this just based on the draft to me looks like a
game.
You go like Phase, Vlad's,
Blink,
Phase, Vlad's, Blink, Crimson, probably maybe even just an early Vanguard before Blink, depending on how what your SF builds. Like if your SF builds like some Blink Yules, then you can wait on the Blink.
Do you ever go any bracers on Mars?
No, not really. Like if they really have a lot of burst, I will just go one. But other than that, I just kind of go for like the Vlad's components.
Nice, they push the lane into you. This is great stuff.
Pretty good, pretty good. Slam that disruptor, hell yeah.
I don't know if I like the idea of going on them when the wave is pushing into you. Like
That's fine. I don't know. It's fine. I think it's okay. You have a good kill combo. Like I feel
Okay.
like they need. I feel like with if you have a Grim Mars and you're not trying to kill them, you're kind of doing it wrong.
Sure.
Just because that's how those heroes pressure is like, I'm gonna kill you, look out, and then you're like, oh, I gotta let him get free CS now.
Sure.
All right, definitely work on that last hitting with this hero. I know it's really weird, and if you feel like the guy is just out denying you, and make sure that you're using your God's Rebuke with your Soul Ring to like fuck him. Like this thing slows for 2 seconds, right? So yeah, do that, okay? See that thing that you just did there? Like spam your spells more, basically, is what I'm saying, with the Soul Ring. Because this guy shouldn't be able to... You're using your mana. You need to use your Soul Ring more. You have a lot of HP regen, and yet you're not using your Soul Ring. Do not pull into tower. Do not pull into tower. Do not pull into tower. Nice, 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 nice. Good, good, good. Okay, cool. Yeah, so basically spam your spells more. You get that Soul Ring. This Wraith King should not have denies on you. He should not have 4 denies. You fucking punish him for every time he does. Kill him right now. Kill him right now. Nice. I would say you do not go for a point in your E. You go 4-2-0, and then you go for it. I don't see why you need your E. You're going to be dying to magic damage in this game. You just want to kill them. Like
Nobody's even right-clicking you in the lane at all. So you don't even need the bulwark.
Yeah, you want to have that spirit with lots of points in it so you can kill this guy. Like, he should have died many times before this. The moment he walks up to the creep wave with 60% HP, you say, no, not in my house. Daddy's home. And he's hungry. Tell your guy to
some
pull.
of that sweet bony booty, you know?
Yes. You want to give him the bone. Nice, he did it. He pulled. He did what supports... what defines supporting, and yet nobody does. Really cool.
Yeah. Good stuff.
By the way, if you're in a scenario where you absolutely crush the lane, you can pull the creep wave over to the camp, and
Just
that way...
bully them off and get
exactly. You bully them off, because they can't come... Like, you guys have this kill combo, so if they come over, you can kill them. So you don't have to sit there and tank and eat shit doing that. If you can just kill them at the camp. With that,
Soul
I
ring,
would just
soul ring, soul ring,
with
soul
the
ring.
With the combo that you're doing, I would say you never want to just spear. You have a Grimstroke and you have a slow. You always want to do like your God's Rebuke into bubble into spear once the bubble hits. Like that seems to me like the most consistent combo.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when you're in a very fight heavy lane where you're just constantly running at them and trying to kill them, you need a stick. You need a stick.
Yep.
You'd have so many stick charges right now.
Yeah, it almost takes care of everything that you're doing with the constant fighting. Like it would regen all your spellcasting pretty much if you just pick up a stick.
Sorry, somebody got my MMR wrong in the chat, and I had to make sure to correct that because it is.
Do I need to ban somebody?
Yeah, maybe. You know, if there's multiple infractions, we go from like a 3-strike rule here, where if you get my MMR wrong 3 times in a row.
Tanmei, Joyashi, come on, man.
Yeah,
watching
just,
you. Fucking watching you.
And it does, by the way, round up to. It does round up to 8K.
8K and like top 100 for sure.
Yeah, it rounds up to top 100 definitely. Because if I was ranked like 160 or something, that's just ranked 200.
Right.
But 120, that's like basically there.
Yep. All right. What should we move on to mid-game itemization team fighting?
Yeah, let's go.
Go like 25 minutes arbitrarily. All right, we got the Vlads. We just picked up the Desolator, looks like. And do we need this? Because this was a big question. So we've got, oh goody, the Blink Yules build on SF that hasn't been relevant in 2.5 years. And Drow has a Shadow Blade and a Dragonlance. Jakiro working on Yules of his own.
Wait. What did you say? Something about Blink Yules is not relevant?
I mean,
He'll do that. He will do that.
They do sometimes. Seems like a fucking terrible build this game.
I don't know. I
Against
think
the
it's
Wraith
fine.
King.
I think it's fine.
All
Like,
right, buddy.
You're just like a magic damage guy, mid laner. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to spread misinformation here. It's lots of people do this.
I'm just saying, if you have a Drow, why not just go the right-click tanky
Yeah,
SF build?
I'm just saying maybe it's like, okay, eventually he'll scale to do that, but you want to like have some guy that's like blinking in and doing shit, like kind of an Ember. I don't know. It's not that bad. Could be worse. He
That's
could
why
have
you have
like
Blink Mars. Anyway, you guys definitely need tools to defend your team. There's a Radiance. You don't have a pipe. There's a MKB on Wind Ranger. There's a Weaver with an Ags. What the fuck?
oh, what the fuck? Can everybody see your desktop right now, or just me?
No, it's just black on stream.
Okay.
Doesn't
I saw Donnie's desktop, guys. He has some questionable photos on there of himself.
It's a picture of Jenkins laid out spread eagle on a couch.
Hey.
I drew.
Hey, man, that was supposed to be between you and me.
Well, they didn't actually see it, but they can imagine it, which is what they want to do anyway.
That was private. Where do you find these matches? These matches are submitted by our patrons, our lovely patrons, which, by the way, we have a shitload of now, which is crazy.
Almost 250 patrons.
Good lord.
Thank you guys.
250. It's so cool, though, because, you know, we still have the characters, like...
Bradley.
There's Bradley Dragon, you got the Hawkillionaires, you got the Loey Vals, etc., all sorts of different characters and roles. Not many mid laners.
Nope.
Turtle hasn't submitted a replay in like 2 years.
Yeah, he got that Divine 4 after being
did,
Archon when he started, and he just
he's
like,
done. He just doesn't need us anymore. He's bigger.
I'm good.
Bigger and better things.
He doesn't play much Dota anymore either. He plays like unranked, custom hero chaos, 1v1 queue, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I see that. Fucking Turtle. Okay.
But yeah, defensive items. You guys have none. You have literally 0 defensive items on your team.
Well, I mean, you Vlads. That's a start. You need a Crimmy. You need a Crimmy guard against these heroes for sure. I'm sure.
3 heroes that dive your backlines. Potentially 4 if you include the Wraith King with a blink. So you need some way to protect your peeps. They're probably not doing enough damage in the team fights because they're running away the whole time, would be my guess. Not because you guys actually lack damage.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I definitely don't think damage is an issue. I think the Deso is pretty griefing. I would say if you're offlane Mars, you almost never go Deso. Look how squishy you guys are. You're so squishy.
Yeah, even you, as the supposed tank, just like instantly died. It's kind of the same thing as the Poopy Pants Boy game, right? Like, you guys have literally 1 hero to play tank on your team, and that person is not playing tank because you're going for damage.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yep.
Otherwise, you have to like dodge fights forever. Cool. Always nice when a disruptor walks up and immediately dies to you. There's like a drow farm you're trying. You're like, ooh, a piece of candy.
Oh. Drow carrying you guys. All right, Mars. Show us what you got.
The old run directly at the mid tower strat. Oh, well, I mean, Wind Ranger's dead. I guess that's pretty good. I would definitely consider going to Roche after taking that tier 1 tower. Once again, when you all lack a tank, it can feel pretty good to have an Aegis. Like, I'm really concerned about if they just get the right spells off on the right hero, they just die. Like, there's no saving them straight up.
Yeah.
Your mechanics are pretty sick, though. Hey, go cut top lane.
Yep, the wave just spawned, and now it's all the way past the tier 2.
GG.
So now you have one wave in. Oh. Uh-oh.
Get out! Get out!
Run away! I don't have a problem with you farming this, because your team should be doing it, but they're not. So if you're going to do it faster, you should just do it. Get the waves out, so you can secure Roche, which is coming up here eventually.
I'm not a fan of you TPing from the mid lane. I feel like that place is so fucking close. You can just farm your way towards top. Like, I really don't think consuming a TP to go like 10 feet is that necessary. Like, you're mid. You just walk there with phase boots and blink, and you're there already. Now you don't have a TP. Like, what if your team went bot and fought during that time?
Yeah.
Obviously, it didn't happen, but it just concerns me to see that habit.
Yeah,
that was
it would be
straight
solved,
up like.
It'd be solved by just cutting the wave anyway.
Yeah, but you know, going back is a thing people are doing these days to kind of clear out the enemy team. So it's not the worst. But geez, if you don't have to TP, don't TP. That is not a resource you want to waste these days.
Right.
I feel like Valve making the gold cost so high is nothing more than them saying, "Hey, these are important. Please treat these like they're important now." Even if they were 0 gold, they would still be really important because of the cooldown.
Right. Yeah.
Jenkins, haven't you tried to get a team and play in tournaments? No, not really. Can't be bothered. Takes too much effort.
Is it Deso good against their team?
Who cares? It's not your job to buy it.
Right. Exactly. BKB next. Good item. Good item for you this game, but I feel like you're still lacking team items pretty drastically.
I just, I see this like Wraith King who does these like small instances of damage with skeletons, and if he doesn't crit you, damage over time with Radiance. I see Wind Ranger who pokes you. I see Pangolier who pokes with magic damage. I see Weaver who pokes. I see Disruptor who has all magic damage. And I don't see a Pipe, and I don't see a Crimson Guard.
Yeah.
And that's concerning.
Yep.
Because who, in God's name, people are still going for these items too.
Yeah, because the regen is just so valuable.
Now people are kind of more going for like Hood into Vanguard, and that eventually building like Crimson and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Like, we did a video on it, man, like probably a year ago at this point.
Halberd's a sick item this game too.
And just the math on having auras versus not having them basically increases the net worth of your team by like 10 to 12,000. So it's just like, do you want a 12k net worth lead? Yes. Buy these items. Literally, it's just that simple.
Yeah, pretty good.
All right, let's move on.
Okay. Okay, this one is from Scars, but let me check to see if he submitted a new one. I don't think he did. I was scrolling through. Maybe I missed it. I don't think he did. I think this is...
Cool. Cool, Jenkins. Cool, buddy.
That's really cool. You should make that a thing.
Aw, man, you're almost elite, but you're not. Unfortunate.
Let me scroll up. He says, Earthshaker, my team won this game basically off of one push at the end, but the entire mid to late game was trash. I feel like with Lycan and Beastmaster, we should have been playing more aggressive to create space for Medusa, but ended up getting pushed back by their Snowball team comp. What do you guys think we should have done in the mid game to avoid going down by so much? Also, 2 weeks ago in Alchemy Answers, Jenkins said something about the difference in the speed of the map between 7 and 8K and between 7K and 8K. I'm 6.9K right now, climbing on a new account, but peaked at 6.5K on my old one and have been trying to focus on that. How could I have improved my general map movement? Okay, sure. Well, these are going to be really small things because you're high rated, but as you know, I'm sure you probably sometimes get queued into like 7-8K games, and it feels fucking bad. As a 6.9K player, you feel like dog shit in these like really high rated games. It feels like totally out of your element. I was there for a while, but thank God, yeah, it just takes a while to adapt to it.
Love what you've done so far. Almost kill the Lich. It looks like you did get first blood, actually. Get back, block the lane, get all the bounty runes. Looks like pretty solid Earthshakering so far.
Send out regen. Yeah, I mean this dude's basically 7K, so
yeah,
it's gonna be he's gonna be doing real good shit.
Yep.
So, I just would like to point out to everybody in chat who isn't 7K, he immediately used the courier and sent regen, and then goes and he cuts the wave, gets both the runes, Fissure blocks the wave, like all of this stuff you're seeing happening in a small window of time, and he's already done so much useful shit.
Yep.
Like that's the difference, is that in so many of these games we see people just standing around up until 3 minutes, people just stand around doing nothing. And already a 7K player has done like 3 or 4 useful things.
Yep.
Like, this is just
full wave denied to the other team. Literally a full wave of experience.
So, okay, can I cue pause here?
Sure.
For a second? So, I would recommend watching in the BTS Pro League, Moon Meander. He played a game of Clockwerk. It'll be in his recent game. So I don't know when you're going to watch this if you're in chat right now. But yesterday, so let me see, what day is today? So on Wednesday, it was either Wednesday or Tuesday, he played Clockwerk. And he did what you did. He cut the second wave. And what he did is he peeled off 2 creeps from his wave. And he continuously did that with 1 wave. And I thought that was really cool. And I would definitely recommend trying that in your games and seeing how that feels to do that instead of denying a full wave, because you can keep peeling creeps. And then the next equilibrium will be right in front of your tower, even though there's only 2 creeps. It'll still be right in front of your tower, and your offlaner will be able to play with a couple of creeps, so they'll be safer. It's a very interesting thing, and I would check it out, and I would recommend trying it, but it's so new that I don't know what to say about it. I don't know if it's better or not yet, but I would recommend checking that out because it's really cool.
Yeah, and the way you do that is you kind of like aggro the wave, the enemy wave over here, and then as like the wave streams out, because it's like 4 creeps.
There's
in the
like
line,
a timing.
You have to like walk into like the back of it and then aggro like the back 2 creeps basically, which is the range creep and a melee creep.
Yeah. What do I mean by peel? I mean literally just aggro 2 out of 4 of the creeps by making sure that 2 are in the aggro radius, but the other 2 aren't.
Yep.
That's what I mean by peel. Kind of like you're peeling, a lemon. You're not taking you're not cutting the lemon in half. You're peeling a little part off of it.
Yep. Love this. Look at what's happening here. Wave, solo experience, 3 range creeps given to the Beastmaster by himself, while the Earthshaker goes and messes with this pull to stop this from resetting the creep equilibrium in front of the tower. Unfortunately, the pull does get off, but it's still going to push anyway. You went for a courier instead, which is probably fine. But more importantly, the fact that you're not taking any of the experience away, and boom, level 3, almost level 3.5. That's the good shit right there.
Very good. Very good.
Let's get to the point where he wanted to learn more stuff.
Yeah,
we could fawn over his laning mechanics for the rest of the time if we want to.
Yeah, I just want to take a little bit because it's not often we get like a 7K replay.
Right.
And so it is cool to see because, like I said,
this isn't NA, right?
No, this is
6.9K at like 1300 rank has got to be EU or C, right?
Ellie's rank 900 and she's 6.4K.
Yeah. So this is EU or C.
One sec, Ellie, what rank are you in Dota? What's your MMR? She's 6,500 and she's rank 800. She's rank 800.
Cool.
So it's like a little bit off, but not by much.
Yep.
I think top 100 in EU is like 8.3K, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and in NA, it's like 7.9K. So it's getting pretty close. Because NA is not just NA, it's NASA, which is a problem. Otherwise, man, I'd be top 100. Easy. Fucking South Americans. Okay, yeah, let's watch some of the mid-game stuff. So your Blink Dagger is really important. Obviously, at this point, you want to go for a smoke with the Blink Dagger. Or you can just tell your team to like run in and debate.
Ooh, Ricky interrupts your blink reveal. It's unfortunate.
I would try to. Oh, they're really grouping up here. Oh, right into the cloud.
Ouch.
Oh, GG.
That's
okay. Well, who cares? We're not talking about team fighting here. We want to see what happens after the team fighting because we
Yeah.
want to see how fast you play.
Yep.
So let's look at the map. Bot lane is pushed in. Mid lane is shoved in. I would say, okay, go back there.
What, to the beginning of the team fight?
We can like look at this. We can like look at this team fight. Okay, number one, the whole fight starts off on bad terms. You should be smoked.
Yep.
The Ricky catches you. You should be smoked, playing on a sentry, something like that. You're Earthshaker. You're the absolute most important hero. Tell your team, communicate to your team. Hey guys, I have Blink. Run in like fucking idiots. Okay, get in there. I'm gonna echo salmon them. And then be patient with it. You saw the smoke. You jumped in because it was good echo, but the smoke made it bad. So yeah, you're playing real far up. Let your team run in like morons. You play in the trees.
Yeah. You should
walk all the way around here because the Tusk is zoning you. Like he's doing a good job zoning you, and then he does stupid shit. He runs in. Just be patient. Just be patient. I would rather you. I would
Fissure
rather
first,
see.
like.
Well, I was gonna say I would rather see you do nothing in this fight than commit to something that's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is one of the differences between 7 to 8K players and 6K players, low 7K players. Is that by low 7K I mean people who are stuck at like exactly 7K. Like that's a bracket. Is
right.
That there's this level of I know exactly what I need to do in order to win a team fight, and I'm literally not going to commit to the fight unless that thing happens.
Yep.
You need to do that. So when you blink into like a smoke cloud there, and you blink in when Tusk is zoning you, and all of these things, this is not how you want to take a team fight. Like
you're too anxious to use your blink echo instead of looking for like the perfect execution of the
let
blink
your
echo.
team die if you have to. Let your team die. You're a good enough player that in the next fight when it does present itself, you'll make up for the fact that you let your team die. If this is a lower rated replay, it might be different where, you know, you need to like go in on that fight because your team's going to fucking lose the game otherwise. And you know, a lot of low rated players just don't use their spells because I don't know, they're not good enough to find the 5-man echoes, and I don't fucking know. But I feel like at 7K, it's like you can wait for the perfect opportunity. I mean, maybe it's just this hero. Maybe Earthshaker is like the hero for that. But you should never be pushing out lanes. You should never be showing like that. That's Beastmaster. Click back here. Click back. I want to see here.
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate the point that you're making though, because I've been playing a lot of Earthshaker over the last month, and I watched a lot of Earthshaker replays because I wanted to improve at this hero. And I noticed that, you know, these people like Tim's, like DJ, like you know, Yapsor, Crit, they are so fucking patient with the Blink Echo Slam. Like they will just be so far away from the team fight. They'll be looking, they'll throw like maybe a fissure, they'll wait. Somebody will die on their team. They'll still be waiting, and then at the perfect moment they will blink in, or they'll just leave the fight. Like that's also okay. Committing the Blink Echo Slam there and losing the team fight in front of your base is like a recipe to lose the game.
What we're about to see is an example of being slow and a player punishing you.
Don't hit this.
You're last hitting these creeps. And also, I would say like if you want this lane to be pushed out, just fissure it from fog.
Yeah.
Literally, that's it. Just like blink on it, fissure, run away into your tower. Don't go for any of the last hits.
Yeah.
Or do it when your team. Okay, actually, I mean this is not bad if he's like suiciding.
Uh-oh.
Just kidding.
Uh-oh. No bueno. But yeah, that is a very good example of fast versus slow play. Like, realistically, at this point, you don't need any more items. You're a Tranquil's Blink Dagger.
You win by fighting. Yeah, you win by team fighting. So, like that guy just. I mean, if this is like a high 6K game, chances are this Ricky's not always playing this fast. That's probably just an opportunity that he got. He has like a Naga, so he has nothing else to do but to kill people.
Right.
So, but you can see there, like, he killed you because you did not push the wave out fast enough before he could get to you.
Yep.
So if that's a dangerous place, you need to run the fuck away as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Do as
Sorry. I also just want to say that, like, I feel like your positioning is just way too far forward all the time. Like,
you're playing on the same ward is an issue. It's like there's clearly a ward on that high ground.
I don't know. It just seems like you're always in the front when you should always be in the back. You can stun people from like the entire team fight range away, so you don't need to be on the front line, especially when you have like a Medusa and a Lycan and a Beastmaster to all walk up forward. And sometimes you have to let your team, who might be slower than you to get to places, do their job and be in front of you. But if you're in front and you're getting caught at the beginning of every single fight, it's going to be bad Echo Slam after bad Echo Slam, pretty much.
Yeah, that's like the Ricky's like their job is to find where the hell you are and kill you first.
Yeah.
That's like how they win fights. Anytime there's an Earthshaker in the game, Earthshaker's like the most important hero in team fights.
Yeah.
God damn. Oh boy. Go back a little bit. I want to see what's happening with this Roche. Like, why is it such a catastrophe? Okay, so
No Echo, no Mana, no Roar, no ult.
okay, I can give you advice on how to. Okay, you should definitely have just Clarity as you pick up the Invis rune. I was gonna say you need Clarities, but you have Clarities. You should have just used that as you pick up the Invis rune. So that way, look how useless you are for this fight.
Yeah.
Because you have no mana.
No spells. One fissure is not enough from an Earthshaker in a team fight.
That's also just like a dog shit Roche call. Like that's insane. It's just Ricky dead and everybody like the other guy was respawning.
Yeah.
And you're against a Naga Siren too.
Yeah.
I guess he probably didn't.
Lich. Like
he probably didn't have song, but it's hard to fight in the pit. Really hard to fight in the pit. Oh, yeah, he didn't have song.
Yeah.
With the gold lead that they have, just having one person dead is definitely not enough to go Roche. Like if you guys are going to go Roche, you need to. Okay, I can tell you exactly what like a pro team would do. They would ward on the high ground. They would stand on the Roche pit so the enemies scan it, and then they would kill them when they come contested. They would use Roche as a way to fight the enemy team while the Ricky's dead. But just straight up committing to Roche is the difference between 6K and 7 to 8K. In 7 to 8K, that play is just for the fight that happens afterwards. It's not to commit to the Roche because God knows they're going to battle you there. And then you're battling Roshan plus the enemy team with no resources on your heroes because you just took a fight.
Right.
If I get a Valorant drop, I'm never playing Dota again. Nice. Sound like Donnie. And probably Speed. Is Speed playing Valorant? I think he is, right? I think they're making Valorant content.
Maybe. I don't know. He has a key. I talked to him the other day. Alright, why the fuck are you in the middle of this? Sorry to be like very blunt about it, but why? Why are you even remotely near your Medusa and your Beastmaster? Nice mechanics to avoid it, but like I don't know.
Do Valorant YouTube videos get a lot? I feel like it'd be really hard to get into Valorant unless you're like a CSGO pro already or something. Like nobody's gonna take you seriously.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway.
I have a couple that I'm working on, but I haven't actually put them out yet because I don't know if it's worth the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the hell is gonna watch. Like, there's so many like literally tier 1 CS:GO players and Shrouds and like Shroud is making educational content.
Right.
For Valorant, you're competing with
Shroud.
like the biggest streamer.
Yeah.
who also was a CS:GO pro.
Yeah.
As like a MOBA personality.
Yep.
Or pro. Not no bueno.
All right, let's go next.
Yeah, team fight positioning was a big thing there, I would say. Okay, let me go see. I think Alduin posted a new one. Yes, he did. Here it is. So, Alduin said, also legally retarded here, pause 5, question mark, Jakiro. I was playing position 5, but my coddle insisted on buying all the wards and also told me to be greedy. So I couldn't be arsed arguing with him for not playing his role, normally a mid player, but decided that I'm a few too many brain cells short for it, and have also started playing lots of support, mostly Jakiro 5, Lina 4. Good replays are so hard to come by. All of my recents have been chain feeding offlaners, fun times. Closest game I've had in a while, and it's a 1 hour shit fest of Tinker versus Sniper. I guess focused on the later team fights. Was 30 gate down at one point, and Underlord nearly tilted and abandoned because of spec. So team coordination was a mess. Let's see. So he wants to like a 28, 4250, 4630, 5745, and 65. Positioning, target priority, anything you see. Items felt weird, but I got told to go greedy since I bought an egg since I knew last game the game would last in Eon and probably be like 8 billion high ground pushes. Well, looks like you weren't wrong about the game lasting in Eon. So, one sec. I'm gonna get a refill on my dyed Beppis in the fridge. One sec.
Sounds good.
You want me to grab you one?
Yeah, that'd be wonderful. But I'll just have some water instead. Beastmaster. That's a hero I haven't heard of in a while. Real Speed in chat. Hell yeah. Hey Speed, you wanna hop on a replay review with us? We can get you in the call. Hey chat, type dab emote if you want Speed to be on the call. Type I don't know, the oops emote if you don't want him to be on the call.
Yeah, cheaters are really awful.
Hey, we're gonna get Jenkins.
Hello?
Jenkins.
What's up, dude?
We're gonna get Speed on the call with us here in a little bit.
Okay.
He's gonna help us do replay review.
Sure. Dude, you know there's a lot of people in NA. There's a lot of for some reason there's a lot of girls in NA that get like boosted by players who are like simping them hard, and
You're saying
then
Speed's
they
the main one who's boosting them?
No, I don't think he simps anybody, but from at least not time. He's too busy doing fucking corporate game league videos and shit. But no, there's like so Ellie was just watching. She was just watching somebody play, and we just looked, and one of these people was ranked like 150 when they were getting like simped real hard, and then all of a sudden, in this replay, they're just like ranked 400, which is like 1,000 MMR loss. Could you imagine just getting somebody on your team that is just like because of dudes like really wanting to get their dicks wet, they're just like 1,000 or 2,000 MMR higher than they should be, and you just lose for like the most sad reason. It's so sad.
Yeah, sounds pretty miserable.
Yeah, why are dudes simping it up out there? What's going on?
It's
Shouldn't do that.
probably not a great way to get some action anyway. Trying to boost some girl you've never actually talked to in real life.
I definitely think so.
Met her in a random pub, and you're trying to somehow, I don't know.
I was saying to Moxie that it's like I'm glad there's a word for these people because they've been so like reversed sexist for so long, where it's like treating women like they're like weak and that they need to be pandered to. It's like you realize that's like equally as sexist. Like that's still objectification, means to an end objectification, you know? It's just in a very pathetic, unmasculine way, which arguably makes it even worse. I'm a good guy. I'm a nice guy. Nice guys finish last. Anyway.
Hey, pull the lane. You guys went hyper aggressive.
What are we watching here anyway? What's the what was the comments? I gotta go back and read it now.
He asked for late game team fights, and he bought an Ags against the sniper because it was Tinker versus sniper. But you also just
oh, Speed's actually in chat. You weren't joking.
No, I wasn't joking.
Oh, okay. I thought you were memeing it up.
No,
because we always meme about the Speed Jungle Venomancer, so you never know.
He's defending.
Speed, stop telling people to play Jungle Venomancer. Stop doing that. You're ruining pubs. God, Beastmaster Jungle. I saw that today. I saw that.
All right, I'm gonna invite Speed to the call.
Okay.
Let's see. There we go. Hello?
Hello.
All right, we're in.
What up?
Oh, nice. What is up, guys?
Is my camera still in the right spot?
Yeah, I just don't have Speed's camera in there because I'm too lazy to figure it out.
Just do like that picture of his face there.
I want to turn on my camera on mode camera.
All right.
Hello.
We'll put Speed instead of Jenkins since he's the guest.
I'm kind of far away though. I'm kind of far away.
That's all right.
No, don't replace Jenkins.
We could also just do a really scuffed one where we just have all three cameras there, including the stream, 2 Jenkins and you. That looks even better.
Wow, I cannot see shit in this call. Let me see. USE is not doing. Did that fix it? Yeah, it's way better.
Yeah, that is better.
Cool. Works for me.
Hey, Speed, can I ask you a question? What is your role in Dota? What is your main role?
Funny enough, I'm like you, Jenkins. I'm an offlane main, but not really though. Not really.
So you play everything, right?
That's how I got to high MMR. I played everything. Yeah, I just filled.
Nice.
It works. It's a strat. I mean,
yeah.
I fill for anything but mid. Sometimes
Yo,
I'll mid, but I
get
only
that
play
fucking
cancer.
shirt off of here, man. Yeah, make sure you can't.
Get the merch. Get the merch.
Yeah, get that 10 cents per shirt money.
That's right. God. No, it's good quality. You'd be surprised.
That's I think I have more
How much they pay you to say that, man?
Pugna.
Yeah, what's that?
Why are there Game Leap shirts? I don't understand. Like, isn't there enough money with the website? Like, why do you need merch?
I mean, no one really has them. I only have one.
It's to rep the company when they're guests on bigger streams.
I guess that's fair. It's like a branding thing. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they never really promote them, but I guess that's why.
That was we're already making bank. Anyway, all right. So what do we got here? Let me see what he said. I totally forgot, and I was going to check.
I'll recap it for you. He wants us to look at late game team fights against a sniper.
Okay, yeah, sure. So 28 minutes is the first one.
But the thing I want to say is that at level 1, you guys just instantly pushed the wave with a Spectre Jakiro into Mars Snapfire, and then you didn't pull for 2 minutes. So start there if you don't want the game to go 65 minutes.
Well, that's gonna happen. In what rank is this?
This is like Legend 4 or something like that.
Yeah, sounds about right. That's some Legend 4 stuff. All right, let's go to 28 minutes. See what's going on there.
28 minutes.
Yeah.
Right, back it up a little bit.
So which team has
mana boots? Oh my god.
Not a fan.
On Jakiro? I don't know.
5 Jakiro, probably Tranquils.
Mana boots heals seems questionable. I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of is the same thing, right?
I'm not a fan of Yules in general on 5 Jakiro. I feel like if you need to be the person setting up, you probably... Well, I guess this is 4 Jakiro, isn't it? Because
no, it's 5.
Well, yeah, but he said his Coddle was like basically telling him to play 5. But I still feel like your Underlord can kind of set you up. I mean, it's a little awkward. I do feel like they do lack some disables, so maybe it's not that bad.
Why not just go like Atos then? Why Yules?
I guess like you can Yules to take off like the void thing, and I don't know. I mean, it's probably not that bad, but I feel like if you're gonna go Yules, you probably go Tranquils just for the speed, and it's way cheaper.
Yeah.
But it's like a small thing. I feel like it's not that big of a deal.
No, it's not. Even Tim's recently on Murana when mana boots heals, so it's not a thing. I don't know if Jakiro needs all the mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
All right.
Okay, so they're all dead. Did they use Chrono?
No.
See, a problem that I see here is that you guys have like dog shit tower siege. You basically have like your Jakiro spell,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah. They all need to be dead to actually go high ground, pretty much.
Yeah. You probably slowly chip, and then you just like control the map, cut waves.
Yeah. At the very least, use your liquid fire, right?
That Chrono! Oh, he actually got the Tinker. Holy shit!
Okay, so Yule's the void to save the Tinker.
Oh.
Spectre's just in by himself.
Oh god.
The classic.
This just seems like
Where's
the
boots?
Wait a minute, what just happened? Dude,
he got shoved through the Mars ulti.
That guy just got shoved through the Mars ulti. Oh wait. I think the replay's bugged.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's a replay bug. That spell always bugs.
You can get sonic waves through the ulti though.
Spec's just going back in though. I mean, he's. What rank is this?
This is
Guess the rank. You have to guess. No, don't tell him.
It's too late. I saw it. GG.
Oh boy. Classic high ground throw. I don't know. I mean, people are respawning. You know, there's probably going to be buybacks as well. You just need to be really careful around high ground. And I hate to see people sieging mid. It's so much less safe than sieging the side lanes. They could run to the tier 4s.
Yeah. Especially,
Yeah.
this is the second one we've seen in a row against a sniper of all heroes. Like the
Yeah,
one hero that
exactly.
really takes advantage of the tier 4s.
He just stands in the tier 4s and shrapnels, and then you can't jump him there, but you can jump him on the other towers. And if
Yeah.
you siege one of the side lanes, that means any pressure in the other side lane is going to be insanely far away for them to deal with.
Right.
So it like gives them a choice. If you are in the mid lane and either of the two side lanes are pressured, there's no choice. They just walk over 2 seconds and they push out the wave. Whereas like you have to actually give them they have to make a choice. You want to make people choose between two shitty options in Dota. And if you go mid, it doesn't do that.
Right. Oh my god, finish the sniper. Nice.
He's not casting any spells.
Yeah.
Like, I always see this within a lot of support players. Like my major gripe with a lot of them is that they're so afraid to cast your spells, especially like Jakiro Ultimate. Like just use it. I'll kill some sniper that's 300 HP with it. Just cast your spells. Like I feel like that's one of the best tips to give, even though it's so basic. It's like you need to look at your replay and be like, am I casting enough spells in the fights? Most of the time the answer is no.
Yeah.
It's like
reason.
That's like your only contribution as a support in team fights, pretty much, is like how many rounds of spells you can get off and items potentially to save your team. But like
The funny thing is, it's like a legend ancient player thing. Like people who have played the game for long enough that they know they sometimes need to save their spells, but then they overcompensate with it.
yeah. Or they're like looking for, like a 4-man ice path because it's gonna be the highlight play of the game that wins it or something like that. But in reality, just ice path one person. Breathe dual breath, whatever, on somebody else.
Especially a sniper. I mean,
Yeah.
Especially a sniper. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm casting everything on that little motherfucker. Like I'm trying to kill that guy. That hero is so annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
I don't know.
so let's see.
This kind of feels like one of those, ending of the game 101, which is like extremely difficult for everybody below, I don't know, like Divine probably is what I've seen in replays. Maybe, well, probably even Divine, like probably even low Immortal.
Like yeah, you kind of get out of this issue a little bit better in like the low Immortal, like rank 1000s, rank 1500 sort of thing.
But it's like realistically, you need to just have a concept of how good you are at taking high ground, and if it's not very good, which a lot of drafts, especially at these ranks, will not have all of their bases covered, so you just simply don't have good tower push, don't have good objective taking. You kind of just have to play it slow and just like control the map and not let them leave their base for 10 minutes until you have like a 25k net worth lead, and then you can go high ground again after they make a mistake trying to come out of their base, and you kill them, and then all of a sudden it's super easy.
Can you pause for a second?
Sure.
The one thing I want to say is like, if you're a support player and you're good at communicating to people, like you're a captain type of player, if you can get your team to fake back, it works literally 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Literally 100%
That's
of the
true.
time.
That's true. Yeah.
I've never played it. Well, you can hate me for smurfing, but I've never played like 2K, 3K MMR game where if you call a fake back and your team does it, where you don't get a kill. Because look at the map right now. You guys left for 10 seconds.
And
The
they're
Void
already
with
out.
Sniper are literally, they're just out of their base.
Yep.
If you stay there, it's you killed all 3 of them and you basically win. It's just most people never are captain in solo queue. It's pretty hard.
Yeah.
You can get like the same result too from if you ward somewhere and the enemy support knows there's a ward there. If you just do nothing for 15 seconds, they will go
come.
try to.
Yeah.
They will try to deward. You just
100%.
wait on a high ground. They walk up the hill and you just blow up some like lich or CM and then go high ground because they have no lich. It's that shit definitely works 100. Even in like immortal games, people fall for that shit because people are just so greedy.
Yeah, I mean, literally, like you take this Rax and then you guys back out here. You put a ward here.
You just
like
stand.
wards
You
entry,
just
and then
stand
you just
there.
say you ping here. You're like, guys, stay here,
just
stay
look
here,
at
stay
their
here.
team.
They're about to fuck up. You just tell them they're gonna fuck up, and then they literally will within like
I remember
10 to 15 seconds.
I remember Hawkillionaire, who he's one of our longtime Patreon supporters. I think he's done coaching with you too. I think he might have done coaching with you. I know he's done coaching with like BSJ. Anyway, he said that I told him to do that in like some coaching session. He said that thinking of the right words to say was important to him because when he started saying they're going to fuck up to his team, people started reacting to it better. Like for some reason, those words, like Dota players, at least in like Australia, happened to like trust him when he said that, and people would wait with him.
That's what I use too.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm like, these guys are about to throw the game, or they're gonna fuck up right now if you just come here, and then they do usually. It's interesting that people will respond.
I think it's a good point. You can't use terminology like fake back. It never works. You have to say like, "Hey, let's kill the sniper again." Like something as stupidly basic as that.
It's
and then
super
you
simple.
don't tell them anything. You click smoke, and then you draw a line on the map and spam ping the sniper.
Right.
It's the only way you can. That's the only way you captain people in solo queue. You just spam ping.
Yeah. The more you use your mic, the less they listen to you. Oftentimes.
Yeah, I think it's true.
Can you click to the Underlord? I'm curious what the itemization is on the team here. Okay, so he does have like a pipe and some sustain items. That's okay. Sure.
I don't know. Their itemization looks okay. Like,
I feel like these side lane tier 2s are like a big problem. Like,
Yeah.
You guys could just cuck them inside their base really easily if you just took this bot tier 2 or top tier 2 and you just play around cutting mid and cutting one of the side lanes. And when you leave these tier 2s up and you aren't playing, like you've skipped this step of like playing in their jungle or playing in their triangle and taking one of these side lane tier 2s and you just went straight to like the mid push, which is cool. I mean, in early racks, like, hey, don't get me wrong, I'm never unhappy about that, but
right.
you guys are going to really struggle to cause any pressure because the mid lane's actually pretty easy to push out.
Yeah, I actually wanted to go back because I thought that, like, after all this happens, you know, you push. Your first instinct is to go jungle these camps. Like, why not be behind your Spectre? Why not be behind your Underlord? Like, get these side lanes out. I don't know why we're jungling our triangle right now.
If jungling your if you're not a position 1 and jungling your triangle is the next thing that you're about to do, just stop and do something else. Like, it's never the play to do this if you're not a position 1.
Like, what if you're here? What if you just ice path this and this guy gets out and their entire gank is fucked and then they don't get rush? I just don't understand why you're in the triangle. You really think that this Ags is going to change the course of this game?
I know Dota's a game of exceptions, but it's like in less than like 7K games, like the exceptions really do not matter that much. I would say just make it a rule, never jungle the triangle as a support. Just don't do it. Like, there's always something better you can be doing. I would rather see you just cutting the bot or top wave or being in their base at their fountain, getting them to fucking TP on you than to see you jungling the triangle. It just does nothing. It does nothing for progressing the game forward at all.
Agreed. You want to give me another timestamp for a later fight?
Sure. We maybe look at one more in this replay and then
go on to the next one.
Go into the next one. Yeah, we have like a lot of replays. Which, by the way, Speed, if you ever want to dip, feel free. We tend to go for
for sure. Probably like one more game.
Cool.
It's a bit late where I am. I'm in EU. It's like 6 a.m. So it's a bit late.
Wait, you're where?
You're in EU?
I'm in Bulgaria because that's where the Game League people are. So like I'm chilling with them. And then I got stuck here because of coronavirus.
Oh, are you serious?
Oh wait, I'm not supposed to say that word. But yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Sorry.
We're demonetized.
Yeah.
God damn.
My plan worked. I'm out.
He got us DMCA'd, kicked off of YouTube. No
our
competition.
10 cents. Our 10 cents in YouTube ad revenue. No.
Yeah.
4250 is the next one. Did we look at that already?
No. Coming up.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
All right, so the setup. Oh yeah, sure. No tier 2s taken down in the side lanes yet.
I really feel like these tier 2s are an issue. I don't know if you guys are feeling this. Like, I'm getting anxiety looking at these things and how like black the map is near them. Other than that, pretty nice ward in their triangle. I do like that one. I feel like you could play.
Yeah, smoke to that. Like go to that ward. Make a play to that ward. Hopefully. All right.
Doesn't Sniper have a BKB? How do you lead with? All right, whatever.
Works every time, dude. Hell yeah.
Pit of Malice opener. It's a classic.
Yeah. A good one. Chrono on the Coddle, not a big deal. I mean, here's the thing though, it's just fighting mid for like, what do you take after killing these guys? Like, are you gonna go throne them right now?
Right.
I mean, I guess you can if they don't have buybacks. This just seems like I'd really prefer to see this fight in a side lane. That's not even for the same reasons that I was mentioning at the start. Just because like, now that there are 2 side lane towers and you have taken the mid racks somehow, you literally can't get anything other than throne or Roche from fighting here.
Yeah. It really is like, if you don't take the sideline towers, any fight that you win, your only option is to go throne. And that doesn't feel very good because going straight throne is like never your first choice of an objective to take after winning a team fight. Unless you're like, behind by 30k in some like crazy game with double rapiers or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really like, I mean, if they have no buyback, sure. If you're like playing to end the game and you have this like 30k gold lead or something like that,
yeah,
maybe. But
also,
they're doing it.
I'm not gonna lie. I really don't like this Aghanims. I feel like it's one of the worst Ags in the entire
beyond
game.
Bad.
Just go literally go any other item. Go Hex. Go Force Staff. Go.
I mean,
another pipe even.
Yeah.
I think what he should do this game, what would be so effective, is if he takes some wards and runs to some side lane. And just pushes it out with like a blink or a glimmer, like you're gonna have so much more impact than what you're doing. Like you're just sitting behind your team all game. Just go push out some lane and put down a deep ward and tell your team to run to it. Then you can actually make like a good call.
Yeah.
You can set your Tinker up. Bad. You can set your Tinker up to do all sorts of cool stuff. If like you're splitting their team up, you're super close to their base. You have a ward, so Tinker feels safe TPing in. You shove the lane in, then somebody comes to solo defend the tower. Tinker blinks in and just kills them by himself or something like that. I feel like this is one of those games where you kind of need to take the initiative and just like make the game happen.
Right, because that's what I was gonna say. Nobody's doing it, and all it takes is one person. The mid wave is obviously gonna shove in regardless. You have megas. The bot lane, like whatever lane you don't go to, is gonna shove in because you have a Tinker who's gonna play the dead lane. So all it takes is one person to set that up for your team. Like we talked about playing in the side lanes and.
Oh my God,
you can be the person that facilitates that by basically doing what Speed said to do.
Yeah, no legend. Like once again, I mean, people can again hate me for smurfing, but
we're ever plays here.
Did no one plays in the side lanes? It's insane.
Yeah.
Like no one ever will go to the side lane. Like I will farm the side lane for 10 minutes straight as a support and never get ganked. And people tell me they can't farm as a support, and I just like. I don't understand what they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, I actually do understand what they're doing. They're doing what this Jakiro's doing.
Falling around his team.
Brawling mid.
Not casting ulti ever. Like at least if you're gonna buy the Ags, use it. I mean.
Right.
It's such a low cooldown. Like.
Yeah. Was it 48 or something?
Something like that. It's
40, 48. Yeah. What a weird number.
I thought it was 60.
It's with the spell prism.
Sure. Yeah.
Anyway, I think we've talked about it. It's more the same. The same. Basically, play in the side lanes. Simple as that. It's very simple. Once you start doing that, you can identify different ways of improving. But the starting point is actually going to the side lane, and then you can ward to make it easier. You can get a quelling blade to make it easier. There's a lot of little improvements, but you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I played several games of super low MMR because I was curious about like what some of the issues that like a 1K player would have. Yeah, I mean, and so I bought a 1K account and played like 30 games on it, and I ended up as like the most farmed hero playing 5 every game because everybody would just be sitting mid the whole game, and I'd just be like
Yeah.
at their base pushing side lanes. I'd be, literally, I'd be like an Undying, the most farmed hero in the game, because I would just be like shoving side lanes, and nobody would come stop me. They'd just be brawling mid the whole time. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. It's fun when you're a hero like Jakiro or Bristle or something,
Yeah.
like some hero that can just clear. You can just double up the wave, drag it to a camp. It's so farmed. And then if people try to stop you, they kill you. But it's like, okay, that's space. That's like an entire enemy team running at you.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
If you want to, if you're a 1K player and you want to gain like literally 2,000 MMR, just pick Pugna. Doesn't matter what role, and just go side lanes for the entire game. Like literally, don't take team fights with your team.
There's a lot of heroes that do it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Pogasus. Oh, he gave another match. He edited his thing.
Not this one?
Shit. Yeah, might be.
Okay, no worries.
He edited like in line. He says he's position 4 Clockwerk. He just started playing the hero and he's absolutely loving it. Really suits my playstyle. And I was 5-1 on the hero until this loss. I'm planning on watching some pro replays to get a sense for this hero, but I've been focusing on learning his mechanics first. Any general tips for this cantankerous little dude? That's an interesting way of putting it. We got run over by the Bristleback in this match, and Spear Vessel was not enough to handle him, both him and Pudge. I think I should have focused more on hunting their backline heroes and leaving Bristle for the cleanup crew. Well, I agree with that. I don't even need to see the replay, and I agree with that.
Yeah, especially when they have a sniper warlock that you can easily solo kill or like at least pressure out of team fights.
Yeah, force Warlock to like do some stupid rock. It's always nice. Was the Bristle's name Rigwarl? He's just getting into character.
Hopefully. Always love that stuff. It is Rick.
Yeah.
Nice.
I am a Bristle main. Great. Great, dude. God damn.
Alright, this is it a 4 o'clock or 3?
Three.
Looks like he's a 3. He's got a QB.
Okay.
Yeah, better not be 4 o'clock with these items. I mean,
Yeah.
How do you feel about battery level 1 as a 3 o'clock?
The only other thing that you can go for is like flare. People don't really go for the cogs. Although if
Even
you are
to hold
playing
the lane back?
if you're playing on Radiant offlane, you can cogs the dire creep wave, and it'll push into their tower, which will give you like a double wave, which is pretty cool. But it's like a really niche strat. I would say, fuck it. It really doesn't matter. I've seen Ice go flare just for like range creep last hits because level 1 battery is just dog shit. And you're not gonna kill a Bristle Warlock lane. Like he's just gonna heal himself.
Wow, these guys are actually playing super well. They're not even letting you get into the lane. This is something that you almost never see.
He played that rune fight unbelievably bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if we want to watch it again.
Yeah, sure, we can go back.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was just like, I don't know if he's afraid of Bristle, but like, there's this stigma around Bristle where if you fight him, you just insta-die, but he's really not that bad level 1 if you hard commit on him. So like right here, I don't know what you're doing, to be honest. And then you run away. You just need to hit him.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think it gets more. There's no other. And why would you go for the bounty? Like damage on this Bristle is more important. If you hit him the entire time, I think he's dead right now, which is a bit hard to see. But
yeah, I agree. I mean, I think also going back to the starting items, don't feel bad about going for like a starting stick against a Bristle.
Yeah.
Tons of people do that. You're gonna get way more regen than ever a regen with the starting stick, and then that makes the level 1 fight even better because he's spamming his shit on you, and you just kill him, and then he's not going to kill you if you have a stick either.
Right.
If you have nothing to worry about. I mean, he's not going to kill you either way. I totally agree with Speed. But with a stick, it's like, even if you don't kill him, you'll get like 10 stick charges from trying to fight him there. And then he's going to be totally out of mana.
Yeah, he's very much the same as like a Monkey King. You just man up on them. If you, the
just
first
kill them
person
level 1.
to run away is going to lose the fight.
Yeah.
So, I completely agree.
Level 1 battery assault's very, very strong too. So I would say most of the time level 2, I would go flare on like 3 clock just for the range creep CS.
Yeah.
Unless you're like really confident that your Death Prophet can secure it, but I don't know if I would trust them, and also costs a lot more mana. Like the amount of damage you have to take in order to get that range creep CS, you have to like press battery assault to survive. Like that shit sucks. And it's like, once again, you don't really have that much kill threat without level 3 battery assault, and when you do have level 3 battery assault, you don't really need the cogs to kill somebody because you're gonna kill them when they're like in front of your tower. Like in this situation right now, Warlock might walk up and you kill him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Either way, I don't really see you killing this lane all too much.
Yeah. You could maybe catch the Warlock out of position, but you shouldn't even really care that much. Just get
Even then, who
farm.
cares that much? Yeah, who cares? you're like what you want to do this game is you just want to get your 6 ASAP, and then you just go like
Kill the
constantly
sniper.
kill the sniper over and over again.
Yeah.
You can even knock back like the Queen of Pain into some like Death Prophet Silence, but that's a little harder. Yeah, it's hard to trade against.
Yeah, you just can't. Like his idea that oh god.
The TP
His idea of the
back.
lane is just backwards. He's too used to playing. A lot of people can't make the. This is one of the highest MMR things to be able to learn, which is like playing an aggressive hero and understanding when you have to play defensive. Like,
Yep.
he's playing Clock, so he's used to just running at people and winning the trades. But you're against Bristle Warlock, you're just losing the lane by playing like that. I think I agree with you guys. You have to take Rocket Flare, just secure CS, pull aggro.
Yeah. I mean, like we've talked about so many times in these replay reviews where if the lane is supposed to be a losing lane, which this is, because like Speed's saying, you're supposed to be an aggressive hero, but this is a matchup where you can't play aggressive. So effectively, if you try to play aggressive, you lose the lane. So instead, just like be happy getting farm, you know?
For sure. He's just killing himself right now. I mean, even this Bristle's being too passive. The Bristle's going some bad items, so he ran out of quills, but
He could cuck you for sure. He could definitely run at you.
yeah.
Like he could be manning up so much on you guys and just destroying you. I would honestly say this lane you just like cut and drag the waves over and over again. Like I don't see why you.
That works too.
I really don't see why you play to like epically like own them in this lane. You just farm. You get 6, then you run around killing people. That's what offlane Clock does. It's like a Void Spirit or Ember or something like that. You play to get your levels, then go fight.
It's such a good game to do that too, because you work so well with Pugna, and then their offlane is it's actually a sniper pudge.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's like
it doesn't get better than that for Clock. It really doesn't.
No. Oh god, dude, Pudge versus Clock is one of the most infuriating. You hook him and he just kills you.
Yeah, I would almost say that you would prefer to get out of this lane as quickly as possible and just give it to DP, who has like more impact in the overall game than you do.
Yeah.
Mode's Eye. You just get some levels and then forward the whole game.
Yeah, I mean it's fun. It's a fun way to play, honestly. And I think if you're picking Clockwerk and you're not playing to leave the lane, like why the hell aren't you just some Centaur or Bristleback or some other hero that scales way better and farms way better and lanes way better?
Right. Let's see what he does when he gets level 6. Alright, so we have Hook now.
I would honestly just immediately TP bot and ruin this lane.
Yeah.
This bot lane.
I agree. Like, are you really hoping to somehow kill the Bristleback again with Hook?
What you can also do, which I think is a pretty solid play, is to just run mid and like exist there, so the Queen of Pain has to fuck off, and then your Pugna can take the tower. And I think it's pretty unlikely that you'll kill her. Maybe you do some like sick shit where she blinks. Wow, but I would just just help the Pugna take the tower. I think that sounds like that's like a progressing the game forwards. Okay, so he takes it alone. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but
now
you could just be camping up here, and then when the sniper comes in, you just kill him.
Is that Pugna like Henry Smurf? Oh, heart C. It's just
it
just
might
not
be.
H heart C.
Yeah, that does. That seems very. I don't know if that's a Henry hero though. Henry only plays like
Invoker and Morphling.
Invoker, Morphling, Rubik if he feels like griefing.
Occasionally the Beepo.
Occasionally.
Oh yeah, he's not feeling that one lately. Okay, so
but yeah,
the fight came to you. I think that's kind of the problem, is that you're not like that was all defensive reaction, like defensive kind of rotations. Whereas with Clockwerk, like you want to be the one that's like setting the pace for the game.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to take that fight, and you had no idea what was going on. You were just kind of responding to it. That's why that went bad. They had everybody there. There's a reason they went on you there.
Yeah.
Do not play to the Bristle. This guy does not matter. You have a Terrorblade. Like
yeah, dude, Terrorblade's dying too. It's so sad.
Yeah.
You could free win this game by killing bottom over and over again.
Yeah.
Instead, TB's getting run over.
I just don't really understand. I feel like there's this big kind of misconception that a lot of players have where they feel like they can't do anything until they have like their big items or whatever, like the item that they think is going to counter the game. So Spirit Vessel, obviously he's focusing on this. He's going Tranquils into Urn, and of course Spirit Vessel is really good against the Pudge, the Warlock, and the Bristleback, but you have so much other stuff that you can do before you have Spirit Vessel, so you don't need to just like go to your lane and farm and farm and farm and farm and farm.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, the scary thing about this game is that Pudge is the highest net worth. Like, how does Pudge ever do well in Dota?
I have
don't
no
know.
idea. This is literally the worst hero in the game.
How do you play Pudge? I think the only way you can make Pudge slightly work is by taking Rot and buying an Orb of Venom and hoping your tri-lane has kill threat. I don't think there's any other way you play.
That's what Newsham does, dude. That's what Newsham does.
We have a video to show you where Jenkins played carry techies and I played position 5 Pudge, and we ran over the game in 18 minutes.
Dude, okay.
Oh, wow.
Carry techies legitimately doesn't seem that bad. You can insta kill stacks in waves with the Q. You can secure an entire area by yourself. The only problem is how the fuck do you hit people if you get damage items? Like, how do you actually hit people?
What item build do you go? That is
Necrobook is what you want.
I went Necro, but that was back when like Necro had just been buffed, where it was like really sick. I went like Necro Maelstrom, pre-Maelstrom nerfs. So, but I don't know. It felt like it felt like I could farm really quickly, but with the items, it was how the fuck do I hit people?
The laning stage was dank though, because you had the free trip back to Fountain over and over to get.
That was pretty good, actually. Yeah, I could just shove the wave and then go like, you stacked for me too, and I just jungled stacks.
Yeah,
I was huge.
It's pretty legit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I like what you're doing now. I feel like you should just be following the Pugna around and enabling him to take towers. And
I think that's a really good idea.
Get kills off of that.
Yeah.
If you just frontline for the Pugna, he never dies.
How many times are you gonna hook the Bristleback this game?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is though, that's way more fine because the Pugna's there, so at least you're like doing shit with him. Like you kill him because you're with Pugna.
Right.
Like you're enabling your Pugna, which is exactly how you want to play.
Yeah.
This is way too early of a hook though. Go ahead.
Wouldn't you say that this hero is like almost entirely about which other hero you enable to get kills? It's really not a solo kill hero. It's this hero plus one other hero takes over the game.
I don't. Not if you're doing well.
You can solo kill people. For sure.
If you're doing well, you have to know who you solo kill. Like this game, Sniper, Pudge, and Warlock.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're doing mediocre or you're killing Bristled, Quap, it's basically. I mean, this is the case for most like playmaking heroes. You have to pay attention. You just basically have to always update your information on who can I kill.
Right.
That's kind of any hero, but
right. And it's like sometimes like depending on how the game is going for you and the enemy team, you need like +1 to kill a Quap. Maybe Quap's owning, you need +2. Maybe Quap is like beast moding it, and you need like your whole team. That's very rare. Like usually a +1 with a clock will kill almost anything, especially if it's like a Pugna, like a mid Pugna who's just owning. You can literally just play with him, and he's just gonna constantly kill people with you. Like for instance, when he was over towards the outpost and you weren't with him and you were just like pushing the wave, that's not your job, man. Like your hero is so dog shit at pushing waves. Just go like play with your Pugna and don't let him die. Like if he's ever dying, you should be dead already. Like it's your fault if he dies. You're his bodyguard.
Yep.
So
Pogasus is asking you, Speed, if that hook was too early, when should I be using it?
Well, you don't want to use it early there only because there was no follow-up. As it's just what we talked about. Like the only way you kill Bristle is if your Pugna's around. So you're hooking in, which makes your fighting when you need it in like 5 seconds much worse. So basically, you have to wait for Pugna to be in position because a good Bristle there, like. Or good players are gonna potentially win the fight just because you hooked when your Pugna wasn't close enough. That's how I saw it at least.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's just like if your Pugna was there, then that was a good opportunity to catch the Bristle. It's like one of these like ships passing in the night sort of situation where like that sometimes an opportunity presents itself, but your team's not ready for it, so it's just a missed opportunity. But like going in on it as if your Pugna's there isn't gonna make him be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But sometimes you can get baited. You can definitely get baited into like going for these things because it's like this guy's so out of position. It's like, well, he would be if somebody was there.
Your team
would be out of position. Yeah, exactly. So it's just a debate. There's a lot of debates in Dota. You just have to like avoid.
Yeah, and his Warlock was behind him, so there's a 0% chance you kill him, and you're actually killing your team if the enemy team was there to fight. Like you're just gonna get bonded and rocked.
Yeah,
right.
And then you have no hook.
Big boy Pudge. Jenkins, you should learn from this guy.
Thick.
Yeah, this guy's a complete god. The Pudge sniper lane, way too good.
They made it work.
Was there anything else that Pogasus wanted to cover in this one?
Let me see. Good question. I keep forgetting 5 minutes into the replay what he asked about.
Yo, find the sniper, man. You're always going on this Bristle.
Dude, yeah, this is just
I mean, he was right. He said, I think I should focus more on hunting their backline heroes. And yeah, I agree. Just identify what heroes you can kill, and then just kill them over and over.
Yep.
Yeah, not just mid game, but like, because more importantly is the first 10 minutes. Like this game, if you do the right things for the first 15 minutes, like I don't think this game's even relatively close.
It's so easy. You have TB, DP, Pugna. You have 3 like kills a tower in a fraction of a second heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll have some like 2K net worth Pudge and Sniper, and it doesn't get worse than that.
Right.
God, no. Offlane. And then they've carried Bristle, so they don't even have a real carry. Like, there's no TB, there's no Spectre, there's no PL. Bristle will fall off.
This guy's going for a Holy Locket as his first item, too. So.
I mean, that's why I pick Warlock, heal him up.
Oh, my God.
All right, let's move on to the next one. You want to do one more speed, or are you out of here?
Yeah, one more.
Yeah, all right.
One more.
We got him hooked.
Really excited about that.
I'm dead tired, and I still have to make a video tonight. But
God.
We're chilling. This is fun.
Can you tell me how many videos do you do a day? Are you like 2 a day at this point?
No, it's more around 4 or 3 or 4.
Oh my God.
But that's across a couple different games, right?
Yeah.
How many hours? How many hours a day are you on?
It depends. Like if a patch comes out, that's easy content.
Oh, that shit's so easy. That shit's so good.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. It depends on the day. It depends on how good I'm. Like certain videos are 25 minutes. I would say on average like 5-6 hours if I'm like super efficient.
Okay.
Today I've made one video in like 10 hours. So
those are
pretty
rough.
bad. Yeah, I hate these days.
I know that life.
Sometimes you get this idea and you just have to commit to it. And it's like, oh God, this is gonna be so much more work than I anticipated.
Yes.
Yeah, I usually get halfway in and I'm just like, I don't really care about making this video anymore.
Many a time. That's very true.
You're honest. You have editors though, right? Like GameLeap edits it for you, right?
Thank God. Yeah.
Yeah, that was always really nice. That was super sick. I remember when I did GameLeap content, I would say just some dog shit, man, some dog shit, and then they'd edit it, which would make me look so good. They'd edit out all my uhs and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is awesome. Yeah. They have insane editors. Like I don't know if you know the editors personally at this point, but they are.
I do. Yeah.
They're insanely good.
Oh, they are. One of them was 7K MMR in Dota, so like he knows everything about. He literally corrects me on some of my mistakes because it's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's convenient.
That's the good shit. They also know how to pick out clips, which if you're not a good Dota player and you want to be a Dota editor, you have to be a good Dota player because you have to be able to pick out clips.
Yeah. Outsourcing production can be really weird for Dota. Like you need to have a really weird specialized skill set. Anyway, Luis says, Witch Doctor position 5. There's a Witch Doctor in this game, right?
We'll find out.
Okay. They were Smurf. Oh, wait, no. Did we already look at this Smurfing replay? Witch Doctor? Oh, we did. Oh, no, this is Louis FR. I'm so dumb. Looking at the wrong Louis.
Yeah, this is a Clockwerk replay that you just linked me.
Dude, I'm insanely stupid. 2 brain cells. Pause for Clockwerk, considering it was another Clockwerk. Considering that it was in my lane, it was Clockwerk and Timbersaw versus Lion and Ursa. I tried to salvage the lane by cheesing the lane. I thought we were in a losing matchup. I saw one mistake in which I screwed up with the pull. Please let me know if there's anything else I did wrong, because clearly we lost the lane badly. When do we double stack the wave versus simply pulling between towers? Just focus on the first 10 minutes. FYI, the S in my name is silent because I am French. Oh shit, he's correcting me on the name. Whatever, Laos. Also, side question about Clockwerk position 4. Target priority. How should I approach a team fight? Oh, we already talked about that. When we are getting initiated on, should I be looking to hook on the supports to counter-initiate and basically bar them from doing anything, or should I counter-initiate by trying to save the person getting initiated on? I would say that depends on the game.
Yep. Yeah, if you can save your Terrorblade so you can get off a Sunder, definitely hook that person. But if it's like a Warlock like the last game and you can stop him from rocking your whole team, then definitely hook that person.
I would say more often than not, I can't recall a time where I've played Clockwerk and it's ever felt good to like hook to my carry. Like usually carries just get pissed off that you press cogs around them. Like they prefer for you to not do that for the most part.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like just, once again, I know it's like anecdote to say that, but I really rarely have felt like, oh, I needed cogs to save my carry here. It's more like I cogs to like distract in the fight, and that saves my carry.
Big oof right now, losing
your
health.
This is not a winning lane. You guys do not win this lane. You guys can maybe trade with them with this new like Timber Chain build people are doing, but I don't know.
I feel like what's even the point of all of this? Just go set up for the next the pull. Go set up for the creep wave pull.
Salve. Oh god. I would just salve and go grab the wave. Yeah, this game is like
Underleveled clock.
Yeah,
this is definitely a drag lane. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't think this is one of those like salvage the lane. It should never have to be salvaged. It should just be immediately skipped. This is definitely not a game you want to play.
I don't know what this is. This is outdated as I haven't seen anyone like, I don't know, maybe I haven't been watching enough like pro Dota, but I haven't seen people double wave in a while.
People double wave. I feel like it's less common. Like what
they don't double wave to here. This is
no. They people don't really double wave on
dual lanes, right?
On Dire off lane.
Oh, on Dire? Okay. I assume the only good.
You can't drag to the tier 2 is the only problem. Like that's
on Radiant you go here, but on Dire you have to go here.
And even then, like the top teams aren't double waving either. Like you're definitely right about that. But I would just say I would rather you double wave than to try to play the lane. You know, like normally. But yeah, you can just drag a single wave. Once again, I referenced earlier this replay from Moon Meander. I would really recommend checking it out for anybody who plays Pause 4, where he dragged one wave and then used it to peel 2 creeps off of like 3 waves in a row. It was insanely awesome. He basically used 1 wave to deny like 1.5 waves, and he was gonna keep using it to deny, but the support came over and like messed up with the creep aggro, and some of them walked into the tower. So he was going to keep denying wave after wave with it, though. And that's probably like the most recent tactic people are doing. But yeah, you could just keep dragging single waves. That's fine, too.
At what point would you just say, all right, Timber Saw is okay, and then you go try and kill the Earthshaker? Because I feel like this is a pretty rough Clockwerk game because your targets are essentially Lion and Earthshaker, and Lion is semi-guarded by the Ursa.
I mean, you know what? Honestly, it's a decent play. It's hard to say how things are going to work in practice until you actually do it. So there's like a lot of theory crafting we can do on this, but you could double up the wave and then just TP top immediately after doubling up. Don't even drag it to your guy. Just double it up.
Just send it
and just send it into him. And then if he dies, he's an idiot. Who cares? This is craziness. This is
yeah, this is so unnecessary.
Yeah, I would say just double up the wave and then immediately go top. I would honestly even probably start top and just tell Timber to
do this,
to go bot. Yeah, because like if you go top, you have Sven and you have a Lich. Like these are 2 insanely strong kill heroes.
Yeah.
So like plus a Clockwerk with boots, I think would be really insane. Also, your build is not good for this. Like you just go boots first.
Yeah, I agree.
You had like half laning items, but you don't want to lane anyway, so just get boots to do this faster. Like so much of this has been.
Why is it Invoker here? What is happening?
It's a party, and Timber's coming back. This is the class. This is why you don't do this. And like, if you're gonna do this, take 1 wave and make sure you tell your offlaner like, "Hey man,
this
don't
is what's
come."
happening. Yeah,
you have to tell them, or else this is a GG strat. Like, you have to tell them. I've tried this before. It doesn't. You have to.
They will definitely be like, "What are you doing with my creeps?" And then
yes.
Well,
go jungle on Timber Slot level 1 or something like that.
Maybe
creeping.
I haven't. Like my lowest, my Smurf isn't like, I don't know, like divine ain't like I'll sometimes get like divine ancient games when I'm playing with like my brother-in-law. Which, by the way, I was playing the other day and somebody was like, "Who are you playing with, Jenkins?" Like they knew it was me somehow. They recognized my voice. They were like, "Oh, is this the famous brother-in-law?" And then my brother-in-law was so happy that he got like recognized because like I talk about him in some videos and on streams. It was so funny. But anyway, yeah, I would say that like sometimes in these games I'll get cores that will come over and just take the XP, and I actually consider that like fine. What I'll do is I'll just go get the next one. I'll keep doing it until they don't have the time to come steal my XP. Like I'll just keep ruining the lane until the point that I get level 2, or I'll go like pull the next wave, or I'll go mess with the lion. Like I feel like doing a handoff is really dog shit in terms of like no competitive team would do that because what's the point? It's just a waste of time. Right. But in terms of like if you're doing it in like Archon bracket and your core is dumb enough to walk over, just let them have it. The worst thing you can do is both of you sitting there soaking right. 1 wave of XP, just doing the same thing. Just if that happens, just go over and like mess with the Polar. But I really feel like the play this game is what Donnie said, which is to just double up the first wave and then TP top.
Yeah.
Or pull the first wave for your guy and then TP top. And honestly, even probably start top. Because
Yeah.
you've spent Lich. I really feel like that tri-lane can just feed off of this Earthshaker.
I'm just super concerned that it's 8 minutes and you're just still in this lane that is absolute dog shit for you to play.
Yeah.
Like
You do this for like 2 minutes max and then just never again. Like this shit does this doesn't happen. You can watch any pro replay where they're doubling up, tripling up, any sort of wave manipulation. It stops at like 3 minutes max. Because at this point there's no point to doing it. You have a mid that's rotating, you have a pause forward that can be there. There's so many factors that come into play. Like the reason this works early is because nobody can do anything about it.
Yeah, let me tell you how to salvage this laning stage. Like we said, you double up the wave. Yeah, I guess actually before the runes even start, you go boots and you go 1 set of tangos. You could actually even just go for like a mango or like 2 clarities or something like that, and just go top and kill the Earthshaker at the rune
I would just
fight.
say boots tango and then just send shit out and just run around.
But
I don't see why.
Kill the Earthshaker at the rune fight, and then you can go bottom and do this wave thing for your timber, and then you can go literally just like cog the Razor once, just so he thinks that you're there, and then go top and like fuck with the Earthshaker.
Honestly,
like,
just stand in vision near the Razor, and then people will rotate. Like that's all you have to do to do an effective rotation. Is just be like, I'm here. Be afraid of me.
Yeah.
But I think playing this lane is just a mistake.
I actually think that this game is legitimately over at this point. Like, I mean, your
Timber's not doing too bad, but he'd be doing fine alone too. Like he can do all this wave manipulation shit himself.
I mean, this is.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Well,
he's doing pretty
bad.
He probably wouldn't.
No. I mean, with him doing well, he has 1500.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's got XP though. Like net worth is.
I mean, I usually would agree, but this is like obscenely low. He's lower than their pause 5.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's.
That is true. He's less than the Lion. Oh God.
Like, how many last hits does he have? I don't know. Is he just missing them all, or is he getting griefed that hard?
He's got 20.
I think he's missing a few.
Yeah.
I think people struggle to last hit when it's like this creep manipulation shit's happening.
Yeah.
Also, I think he's probably buying a lot of regen too to like sustain the Ursa. God, his inventory is desolate.
I mean, once again, guys.
It's just depressing.
Once again, guys, like nothing in Dota is requiring you to stay in a bad lane, other than your own like preconceived notions that you have to be in a lane for like 10 minutes. Just fucking leave. Like you have like the ability to do that. You have free will.
Yeah, which is true, but I also, if I'm clocked this game, like, I'm 100% more focused on how did this lane go so bad? Because this matchup is not good, but it is not this bad. Like,
yeah,
I've played against Lion once again in a 3K moment match, and I killed him like 8 times because they pull, and you're level 3, you walk up to him and you click Q.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the problem is like the lane cutting was happening for like 10 minutes straight.
Yeah, you got no XP.
There's no kill potential. Like there's no interrupting of pulling happening because waves are all at your like tier 3 and shit.
Yeah.
Or in your triangle being tanked by the ancients and shit.
Yeah.
and with Invoker coming in to like peak some the last.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah.
As if like one core wasn't enough.
You're gonna get a solo kill. Oh, why did you flare? Mango stick. Oh, okay, nice.
Hell yeah, nice. Oh my. This is why I actually don't mind smurfing. These people deserve to get fucking smurfed on. Straight up. Like, Dota players are such dicks. Like, if you lose to them on a smurf, they just pause on you, they chat wheel, they all chat, they call you bad. It's like, dude, I wish I picked some actual hero instead of sniper off lane. You piece of shit. Yeah. Oh.
All right.
Anyway.
Let's go on to the next one.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Speed.
For sure.
Unless you.
I'm talking to your chat. What's
one of us. One of us.
But I mean, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me on. Hopefully, we can do this again soon.
Yeah, more than welcome. Hey, man, if you wanna some Donnie and Jenkins on Game Leap, hit us up.
Yeah, definitely can make it work. I I plan on doing some replay reviews soon too. So I mean, hopefully you guys can hop on. That'd be cool.
Yeah, let's do it, dude.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let us know.
All right, talk to you soon. Peace.
Yeah, talk to you,
Peace.
man. I hate that guy. What is this? Veno Jungle? And I'm just kidding.
I think he's still in chat.
I was actually referring to Elevated. I thought it was Elevated that left, and that it was Speed still in here. I was just saying how I hate
My bad.
my partner.
Yeah, fuck that Elevated guy. How do you
Yeah,
even work with him? What a trash human and player.
All he does is play Valorant.
Can you give me the next
With-
ID while you're talking shit
With the
about
person who's
Elevated,
supposed
please?
to be my BFF.
Oh yeah, me and Nushim have been talking a lot about you while we play Valorant.
You don't play Valorant with him.
I do.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
We have.
I see you. I see you both. I see you both playing. And it's never together.
Well, that's because we just wait till you're asleep because we don't want you
He
to feel
plays.
bad.
He plays between like 12 a.m. and 5 a.m.
That also.
So I know you're lying.
Can I have the
Okay.
next ID, please?
Yes, for fuck's sake, Stoney. Relax.
You're the one telling me how many replays we have to get through today, sir.
You know, it'd be crazy if we had Henry come in as well.
Right now?
Yeah, and we just did. Fuck it, just get all the YouTube, get Bowie on here.
Go get get Bulldog, get Gork, get No Tail.
They're not YouTubers. Come on, they don't count.
Yeah, fuck those guys. I mean, if they want to come on, not fuck them, but you know.
We don't want Elevated on Gamely. Please now. Please no. Speed called him out. Speed's got your back.
Thanks, Speed.
Does anyone know Speed's name? I don't actually know Speed's name. I just know him as Speed.
I think it's
Is Henry's name Henry?
I think Speed's name is Mike Hunt. I'm not sure.
Mike Cunt?
What?
His name's Mike Cunt?
What?
Did you say his name is Mike Hunt?
I did not. What are you saying?
You said that his name is Mike Hunt. His name is Mike Hunt.
Can you stop saying that? It's really offensive, dude.
It's just his name, dude. Relax.
God, I'm just distracted by
God.
chat. Just distracted by
Dude.
chat the entire stream.
It really smells like Updog in here, dude.
Wait, what's up, dog? What does that smell like? What does that smell like?
Nothing much.
Is it like good?
Nothing
It
much.
doesn't smell like much? So you mean there's like no smell or what?
Smells like my cunt. All right, let's continue. This one is from Kanan. Let's go ahead and see what the hell he wrote. Probably some bullshit, knowing him. I'm just kidding.
Everybody's just typing Henry in chat now.
Henry. Okay, so he says, story time. Elsie, I've always played support. I played with 5 to 6K players back 7-ish years ago.
No, you didn't, because MMR
No, you
didn't
didn't.
exist.
What the hell? No, you didn't. Usually I have trouble keeping up. I think that was sooner than 7 years ago. My MMR peaked at 4,900, but I suffered a severe losing streak over a very long period of time and dropped to 2,400. What the fuck? At the lowest. But I started watching you guys around December, decided to pick up my shit and climb to 4,100 MMR by following your advice, sticking to strong meta heroes, and I'm very comfortable. Dude, I'm really glad people follow our advice and gain MMR because I feel like I'm so numb to all of the advice that because I just keep I keep saying it in like coaching or replay review or videos, and it's kind of
Right.
you know everything's a spin on the same thing that I'm just numb to it, and it's just words. So I feel like hearing that people are gaining MMR from this shit, it's like, oh, that's good because I honestly don't remember if it works or not. Carry players queuing for offlane. Felt my gameplay improved significantly, so when I hit 4K, I decided to support you on Patreon to show my appreciation. Hell yeah, man, we appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate that.
Yeah,
I would
thank
like
you.
you to tell me about my positioning and movement, both hero and camera. Note I was playing with ping, so some of my actions were slightly off on timing. Laning phase, leading up to fights, plus push, 11:30 to 14, 21:30. We're getting specific timestamps here. That's cool.
Love it.
Fight at after PL got picked off. I knew we were stronger, so I decided TP before. Okay, so 11:30, 21:30, 24:40, and 26:50.
All right, just go to the first one, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Laning phase. Well, you want to look at laning phase.
Okay. Well,
Henry.
They push the lane into your tower, so that feels pretty nice. I feel like you should definitely be spending your gold. You've got 500 saved up. Get a stick out here ASAP against the PA, and then just bully the shit out of her. One of the worst laning heroes in the entire game, and you are arguably the best offlane laner.
Honestly, your items are like, you honestly start with Oov. You start with Oov and then send out a stick immediately, and you just absolutely
just straight up annihilate this PA.
Put your Pee-wee in their bums. You can just destroy these two.
Yeah, Venge can't do anything to you.
Yo, dog, right-click the PA so the creeps hit you, and then do damage to the PA.
Yeah.
You gotta man up. This hero is all about tanking the creeps. I know this hero is female, but this is legitimately the most manly hero in Dota.
Yeah.
You need to just do what you're doing now, except when the creeps are there.
Yeah.
So that way the creeps turn around, hit that guy. Same thing. Like, make sure you're tanking the creeps. I would say get level 2 in the Healy thingy. The passive. No. The passive. The passive.
Moment of courage. Yeah.
And just absolutely completely out trade them in this lane.
Yep.
Run behind that tower. Grab that wave.
Yeah, just cut, right? Or do you drag it?
Pull the wave back. Definitely standing here doing literally nothing is the worst thing that you can be doing right now. That wave that you're blocking right now could have just been pulled.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to add. I mean, you have an advantage, so push that advantage. Don't just be happy with passivity. That's never a good option. Even if you're behind, passive is bad.
Standing and doing nothing, yeah. There's something you can be doing with your body to make it like, ooh, the enemy team's gonna be scared because you're diving. Like, I would rather you go with those creeps under the tower and look spooky than to stand there outside of tower range, scared, waiting for the wave to push out. But, I mean, the choice is obvious. There was just another wave that was coming in and nobody pulled. Right. Why is that not pulled? You can deny an entire wave from the enemy team. An entire wave is like half a level. You gain half a level on them, it means you get level 5 and they're level 4. You get level 5 and they're level 4, it means you kill them.
Yep.
And then the game is over. All of a sudden you snowballed. Like, just like that. Just because you didn't pull there, because you were standing there being AFK, essentially. Like, anytime you can pull, you almost always, you either want to pull or you want to dive and kill them. So if you can't do that, if you can't dive and kill them, the choice is 100% of the time to pull. So right now, for example, I would look to pull this next wave. Maybe your choice is to, like, try to push with the siege. That's pretty okay too. But it looks like you guys aren't. So, like, why are they equal in XP to you? You know, like, why isn't the pull happened right now? There's like 3 or 4 opportunities where you could deny an entire wave and possibly kill them when they come up to contest it.
And right here, you're hitting level 6. This is a duel. This is a duel win right now if this is pulled. 100%, because they will come contest, or they'll have to play up here.
Venge is free.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the Soul Ring. Is this...
You don't even need it, because you have the stick against the PA.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a big gold sink, especially with how much it costs. Like, this hero doesn't really use that much mana.
Yeah, it's probably, I would say Soul Ring on Legion, it used to be good, like back in the day. And it's
people used to think it was good, but that's a bad way of playing Legion.
Yeah, where you just like spamming out overwhelming odds by yourself in the lane.
Yeah, this hero runs up and punches people with the passive, not, you know.
Would you go phase 1 Blade Mail this game, or what do you think is the build?
Dude, phasing the Blade Mail sounds really cool this game, but here's the thing. In this in this pub, I would say like Blade Mail Blink is your build. I think if you're doing that in a competitive game or like a 7K game, you're griefing and you're playing the hero horribly. But I think in these games, like if I'm playing on a Smurf, I'm absolutely building a fucking Blade Mail. Mm-hmm. I'm probably gonna go like Bracer Blink Blade Mail is my build. Or I'll go Blade Mail, and if I do go Blade Mail, I'm gonna just sit top. I'm gonna like sit in a lane and just pressure. I'm not gonna run around trying to kill people with a blade mail. I'm just gonna like exist as a map pressure.
Right.
And then once I get the blink, I'm gonna do it. Like
Yeah.
blade mail rush sounds fine. That sounds perfectly fine. That sounds good.
Yeah.
It just depends on how you want to play. I would probably like. Once again, it depends. If I'm queuing with a friend, I would probably go blink first because then they can help me get kills. If I'm queuing and it's like a 7K game, I'm gonna go blink first because then they can. Well, if it's a 7K game, I'll actually go pipes and shit. But
Right.
yeah. Anyway, you see what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, blade mail sounds really good. Both sounds fine. Nice, you get the duel on that guy. He steals duel on Rubik. That sounds really awful.
Yep, you guys dive. Honestly, just hit the tower.
Man, Carry Tusk is really becoming a thing, eh?
I mean, there's a PL. Is this mid PL? Is this... Oh shit, it is. Holy shit. What the fuck?
Carry Tusk, I saw Chris Luck play that.
Mid or carry?
Carry, for some reason Hector was playing mid.
Weird.
Yeah, really weird. Do not max the passive. That is garbage.
One of the worst scaling abilities in the entire game, in my opinion.
The passive is like strictly for laning.
Yeah.
And people sometimes don't even go 2 points in it anymore. The W is like the best ability on Legion Commander.
Yep.
The heal is just ridiculous. And the cooldown reduction on it. Maxing the Q is okay. I think that's fine because as an offlane Legion who's owning, you can have like 3 points in the Q at this point. But God, it hurts you not having that. It really hurts.
More on the press to attack, you mean? Yeah, because the HP regen. I mean, 10 HP regen might not sound like a lot, but that is a ton of health. And just being able to use it much sooner.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of health. Like you can bait people with that ability so hard. Like once again, it's like you having 3 points in this passive right now is like a disruptor that has 3 points in his Q.
Right.
Let's be real. You're gonna flame him. If you see a disruptor that has 3 points in his Q after the laning stage, you're gonna flame your disruptor.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happening here, except in the offlane. That's a great dual target.
Yep.
I love that duel.
That
Good
was nice.
target priority. Really good target priority. All right, well, let's look at those timestamps that he talked about.
How do you feel about going next item AC?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Please just get a blade mail or a Vlad's.
Yeah.
Oh my god, do not go second item AC. Goodness gracious. All right, let me go find this timestamp real quick. 11 minutes to 14:21.
Alright, we're coming up on the 21-minute fight.
Never jungle here.
Just
Never
follow
jungle here.
follow your Tusk, follow your PL. Enable them. Enable them to play aggressively because there's a Legion commander sitting behind them.
Go smoke. Go smoke with that blink. Oh, okay. You went for it. Finally.
Oh no!
Not the dual target. Not the dual target. That's a free hero. That hero's gonna die
100%.
to the crossfire. You don't even need to target. Like the PA was right there.
Not only
whenever,
that, the hero is gonna swap the PA. The PA is still gonna die, and then the Venge is gonna die because they swapped themselves into 5 heroes.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I get what you're saying with that because like that is true, but my take is that I'm never gonna think about something that complicated as a fight is starting. But what I'm gonna be thinking about is, oh boy, there's their carry.
Right.
That's the most value hero, and I have 5 people behind me or 4 people behind me.
Yep.
So it's just it's the easiest thing when everybody's behind you. I mean, it's different if you're like just looking for a quick pick off and you're alone or like with a +1 on a side lane. But if you're 5-man smoked, and you see the PA or the Pango, blast that motherfucker.
Yep.
Just destroy that person. Don't go for the Venge. Oh no, Venge is gonna stun me. Who cares? That hero's worthless.
This farming pattern is concerning to me. It feels like you're playing carry from the offlane. You're like, you take a fight and then you just farm your way, like basically back to as close to your base as you could possibly be right now. I feel like everybody on your team needs to be out farther on the map. You guys are at 14k net worth.
All right, here's what you do. You stand in trees and kill anybody who comes out. You are hitting your triangle. You're basically playing carry, and you're showing up to the fight after your carry dies. You know who should have died there instead of your PL? You. That should have been you. That's your job as an offlaner.
Yeah.
Get your ass killed for your heroes.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, you want to be the guy standing in trees that's like owning the enemy team when they step out of position. Then they're like, "Oh, this Legion! Stop jungling backwards. Don't do this. Instead, just stand in trees."
Yeah.
Like, look where you're forcing your PL to farm by jungling backwards. Your PL should be the one farming that shit.
Yeah. You know, if you wanna jungle these camps, and then have your team be farming the wave next to you. Like that's when you can jungle as an offlaner. Is when your team is farming the wave towards a tower, towards an objective, and you're standing out of vision, really close, and
You're only jungling. You're only jungling because you want to stand there anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And either way, you're going to be standing there waiting, like you're doing now. This is great. Do this always.
Yes. And
boom, there it goes. Job equals done. Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. You did it. You know how to do it. You know it's good. We've seen the results. Do this always. That time when your PL died, that could have been you doing this same thing. And I get that you won this game. I get this is a winning game. But if this is a losing game, that one mistake, depending on their draft, depending on how good your team is and how good their team is, you might fucking lose from that one mistake. That's the thing. I think it's a winning replay.
Yep. I mean,
but still, we saw stuff. You know, I know you submitted a winning replay. We're jerking you off for your sick win, but there's always going to be stuff in Dota. There's always stuff. It's just in a winning replay, it's hard to say, okay, this would have otherwise lost you the game, because that's just, you know, hypothesis. We haven't seen the other potential game where they had better heroes.
Yep.
You know you weren't playing good. That's why I submitted despite winning. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's fair. Well, I mean, I wouldn't. The thing is, I wouldn't say you weren't playing good. It's just that like there's always more optimal in Dota. It's like Dota's. It's not black and white. There's really no good or bad. It's just like individual instances of stuff happening is good or bad. With the pro players, they just have more good than bad. Like very few bad things.
Yep. Agreed.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on.
Next replay.
How long have we been going for?
We are now at 2 hours and 22 minutes.
What do you want to go to?
See, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Dude, Bobby
8.
hates you. Why does Bobby hate you?
I don't know.
I
have no idea who that is. He's probably one of those people that tries to snipe my games and lose them on purpose just to grief me.
Are you an N-word sayer, Bobby?
Probably.
I hope not.
N-words.
It's not good stuff. It's not good stuff. With the recent changes, can we go for Luna Pause 4? Sure. Go for it. He really hates you. What the hell? Dude, Bobby, you're losing it, man.
Did I make it? Is this how I know that I made it? Because I have official haters now?
I think so.
Go me. Let's go 3 hours. I mean, fuck it, right?
Yeah, good logic. Fuck it. Really solid logic. This is Stained Chips. And let me go and look at what the hell he said. Probably some bullshit, honestly.
Right.
I'm just kidding. Let's see. Did he post another one? Doesn't look like it. He said, I was playing position 5 silencer. I don't usually play support, but I would like some advice so I don't feed as much when I have to. Barely played silencer, but first picked him because I felt like playing something new. Would like it if you guys could have a bit of a look at the laning and also could tell me what my job should have been post 10 minutes, because everything turned to shit and I felt useless. Part of it was getting countered and not being comfortable on the hero, but I also just feel like there was nothing I could do to help. Thanks, guys. Also, yes, that is an anti-mage mid. Don't ask me why, because I asked myself the same thing, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. What do we got here?
What up, Adil? One of my coaching students.
Shout out to Coachman, the greatest.
Coachman.com/420 Jenkins. No, I'm just kidding.
People keep going to the homepage of that and being like, dude, your site doesn't work. It's like, gee, man, you're supposed to be linked a coaching page. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, let's see. You have Sentry. Okay, I would probably send that out on the courier. You went for your W first.
Not sure why you have a Mantle of Intelligence. It seems
for,
like kind
punching people, I guess. I don't know.
I would rather this just be a couple of branches. So you turn them into a wand.
Yeah, you could have 3 branches, and that's going to be also trees you can put down to eat, which is pretty cool.
But honestly, in this lane, you should have a headrest because they are a harass lane, and if you guys just sustain, then you're fine. You shouldn't be trying to get kills. They're going to be harassing you. You lose every trade you take. Do not try and trade with them. Just sustain your Monkey King until he's strong enough to kill the Beastmaster.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like you should definitely just have like a headdress or Basilius, but this is a shitty Basilius lane. Like, also you just kill the boar. That's just all you do in this lane. You just right click the boar.
Yep.
Like hit that motherfucker.
Do not stand behind your carry in tower range, please, ever. In no lanes should you be in this position.
You just stand on the right and kill the boar, and if the boar's not there, you hit the Beastmaster. That's all you do.
Yep.
You definitely don't stand to the left because it's a Jakiro. You can't outtrade the Jakiro and the Beast. You stand to the right and you hit the boar, and then once the boar is dead, you hit the Beastmaster.
Yep.
100% of Beastmaster lanes are people lose 100% of the time against Beastmaster lanes when they don't hit the boar. That is literally it. Like,
yep. Boar, Nature's Prophet, Lycan, kill the summons. Lane is easy. Basically what you do. Enigma as well.
I like that you said boar, Lycan, Nature's Prophet because you know that Beastmaster's hero is basically just the boar. So you don't even bother mentioning the hero's name.
Yeah. Rexar? Yeah, fuck Rexar. I don't even know that guy.
So I would maybe prefer to see this be stacked first. I really feel like you could have stacked this with all the time you're just standing in the tower. I don't see why it's not stacked. The pull and the pull through is definitely good. I mean, of course, that's going to be good. That's a hard pull through to make, though. It's really hard. So that's why a lot of people pull the hard camp or stack the easy camp. Like, that pull through is fucking impossible.
Yep.
I think if you're going to hit that mofo with the Q, you try to hit the beast as well.
No. I almost don't even like going the Q in this lane.
Oh, God.
What the fuck is happening right now? Road to Guardian. Yeah, you are going to Guardian playing like this.
Why is this happening? I don't know why this is happening.
Holy moly.
This is so weird. Goodness gracious.
How do you feel about just going last word and just nuking the board too?
Let's see. What is it? I feel like you can just arcane curse the boar as well.
Yeah, I suppose so. I just feel like there's not a whole lot of spell casting going on in this lane.
You just kill the boar. That's all. It's so simple. You just kill the boar.
Kill the boar, stack for your anti-mage. Kill the boar, stack for your anti-mage. Sustain your Monkey King with a headdress. Get the bounty runes. Rinse and repeat.
Whole lot of doing like random stuff and standing around happening here. Doesn't seem like you really have a thought out plan of how you want to play this lane.
Yeah.
God, it is a stark difference from like that 7K game that we watched.
Yeah. I actually have no idea what's going on in this game. It's not like the 7K guy was doing any spectacular mechanical stuff differently that you are not capable of doing yourself, but there's certainly a lot more useful things happening. So that's my biggest charge to any support player in chat right now, is really just try and consider, are you being useful to your team in every second of the game? If the answer is no, figure out a way to be more efficient with your movements right here.
Oh,
Both bounties going to the other team while they're busy trading with the Monkey King.
Oh, and you know what's the worst thing about losing bounties now is that every other source of gold was nerfed and bounties weren't. So
Yep.
they are more important than before. Way more important. Oh god. Yeah, you can't give away those bounties.
Yeah.
You want to at least make them pay for it. Like go get the other one and then TP out or something like that.
Yeah.
I like the ward. I like the ward to protect AM.
I
That's
don't.
fine.
I would rather it be here.
Well,
then you can see the thing is though,
sure,
as well.
sure. Right. But the thing is, like, you have an AM mid, so you're not really going to be killing the SF. And then also, I think the SF, if he's not a complete moron, he should have sent a ward out for himself, and he would see you putting that ward. That's the only problem. Like, if you're going to do that ward, you would need to wrap around and do it. Like, you would need to go for, like, a warding mission through their triangle. Like, if you just walk up through the river, it 100% of the time, a competent mid or support will deward you. Yeah. So you need to, like, wrap around through their triangle, sort of thing, which would go with the bounty rune timing. Like that's when you would do that. So yes, like in theory, I would like that, but if you're just gonna walk up and ward like that, it's got to be your side anyway, and it's decent with an AM.
Yep. I also
lose this?
I also think it's time to leave a ward bottom and go kill the PA.
I would not hold this Keen Optic. I feel like you are the absolute worst hero for it. You're position 5. You do fuck all. Do not waste this item on yourself, on a hero that's going to do nothing with it because it's Finders Keepers. That is a really good way to, like, even your AM having increased blink range, that would be better on him. Your Mirana having increased arrow range, having the regen, your Centaur having regen, Monkey King having increased Q range.
Yeah, I know that you said you haven't played Silencer in a long time, / if ever, and I'm not gonna lie, it just looks like that. It looks like you just have absolutely no idea what you're supposed to be doing in this game, which is fine. That's why we're going to talk about it. But most of the stuff that we've talked about so far has nothing to do with the hero that you're playing. It's almost entirely stuff that you could do on any hero. Any 5 should be doing the stuff that we talked about.
Yeah, exactly. Like, really, there's nothing that's super Silencer specific. I mean, he's a really easy hero. You just stand around and press spells, and then press your ulti and try not to die. That's about it. Your hero's basically a global as a support.
Yep.
Got him.
Nice.
I would say Tranquils are probably your item of choice. I really think you don't hold this Keen Optic. It is so useless on you. Pos 5 should not hold items.
Unless it's the shovel that nobody else wants.
That nobody else wants, right? Exactly. But even then, like, there's some mid that's going to use it to, like, fill bottles and shit.
Yeah.
It's just, by the time items come out, you're the hero that's, like, doing the least on the map. Why the hell are you taking, like, limited resources? It doesn't make any sense. It's like having a bottle and your mid having a bottle, and then you take a rune instead of them. Like, would you rather your Storm have a haste or a Silencer have a haste? Okay, now answer the same question, but with the Keen Optic. Why is it different? It's not. It's a limited resource that makes some heroes stronger. You want your strong heroes that can carry the game to have the items that'll make it easier for them to do that, so you can win, so they can carry you.
Why are we going Null Talisman? I gotta ask, Stain Chips, like, what is your logic? Please, just think about the game logically. That's all I ask you to do. What does a Null Talisman do?
I would just say, like, just Tranquils and buy a shitload of wards and sentries.
Yep.
That's it. That's all you need to do.
You can work your way towards a Glimmer of Force eventually, but I agree.
Pos 5 Silencer is not going to be a right clicker. That's like, there's no way. I mean, it's not even necessary. You have Monkey King, Anti-Mage. Like, you have insane amounts of damage already.
Yeah, you literally just need to press R at the right time. I've actually seen No-Tail literally go Tranquils into Refresher Orb and just, like, slowly build a Refresher Orb for the entire game after buying all the wards out. Because essentially you are just the R button.
Yeah, you're basically just an R. It's really, really awful. I'm not a huge fan of this hero as a 5. Yep. I feel like as a 4, or sorry, as like a mid, it's way better. But even still, it's kind of bad.
Yeah. All right,
I like the ward.
that was good.
Yeah, that's good.
Unfortunately, you didn't deward first. So
They have ward right there. Yeah, either place it right on a ward. I mean, I would not expect a ward to be there either. Why the fuck is anybody warding up their own jungle at this point in the game?
Anti-Mage?
Yeah, I guess so. But oh, never jungle. Never jungle as a 5. I would not do this.
Especially as a 5 like silencer.
Run and go kill the Beastmaster is killing your AM. Silencer, you like just sit behind people.
Yeah.
Stand in trees, press
If it-
nukes on waves.
It feels like you're trying to play it as if you're a right clicker because you're just like not sure what else to do on the hero. I mean, honestly, other than your ultimate, your most useful things to do are probably getting Q on the Shadow Fiend, on the PA, last wording the PA when they blink in, last wording the Abaddon and forcing them to use their ultimate early so that they can use a Photic Shield on other people. Like, you can think about those smaller things to make adjustments and be more useful too, but honestly, it's just too much like random AFK, no logic chain decisions have been made this game.
I think the first big mistake you made in this game was picking Silencer. That's probably the biggest mistake. It's way easier to play this game if you're some like Lich or... I know it's boring, but this hero is so useless. So useless unless there's something you really want to cancel with silence.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay, you can stop the SF ult.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
That's a good one. Yeah, I would honestly say just don't pick don't pick Silencer.
There's so many more fun heroes to play.
Yeah, play to like kill the boar. If you're in a Beastmaster lane, you have to do that. Stand to the right of the lane whenever there's a support that you can't trade with. You just stand to the right and fuck with the core. And then when the support comes over to the right, you run over to the left and you just kind of dance around like that and try to get your dude to be farmed. Stack the easy camp, pull the hard camp. You know, general supporting stuff.
Yep.
All right, let's see. The next replay is from Spur GT Omislav.
What?
Okay. We can try to be a little quicker with these ones, I guess, because so we can cover everybody that we didn't last week.
Cool.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that we did not get to last week, and then I believe after that we can call it. And then I think next week we probably will be able to get everybody that didn't get covered this week, plus like a few more. So we're making headway, basically.
I don't think we're gonna be able to do this one. Looks like it's too old.
I didn't download it. GG.
Apparently not.
Let me see if he submitted another one.
I don't even remember this name from last week. So, was it in your little list that you gave me?
Yeah, Bristle laning stage was good. I'm interested in the period in 15-20 minutes. My mid feeded, and I things started to happen on the map at that time. My question is, should I leave the lane earlier to help my team? I took tower at 1650 and stayed 3 more minutes. Lane, would anything be different if I help my team? Okay, well, GG, goddamn. Well, let me see if he submitted. Sure.
Yeah, sorry, the replay is expired.
So I will remove him from the. I'll make a special list. All right. So if you we can go over kind of like the end game stuff, but if you submit another one, we'll get to it ASAP. As soon as you submit it, we'll do it. Cause yeah, we didn't get that one. I may have not sent in the list. You may have not downloaded it. Whatever, shit happens.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, Bristleback itemization. Vanguard, Solar Crest.
Treads.
Not a huge fan of the Vanguard. I don't see what damage you're preventing with Vanguard.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna go for some item, it's a pipe. They have CM ulti, they have Grimstroke spells, they have Void Spirit spells. Slark's stat steal thing is like pure. It's not going to do anything. It's like Vanguard doesn't matter against that.
Dark Pact
If
is a lot of
anything-
magic.
If anything, you get a Halberd to defend from the Slark. Legion obviously doesn't give a shit about a Vanguard either. So yeah, Pipe is definitely the play. I don't mind the Medallion. I don't mind the Crest either.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's decent. But the build everybody's going on Bristle, and I would highly recommend trying it because this is like the build that people started doing when this hero came back into the meta. Is Soul Ring, Hood, Halberd, Heaven's Halberd, because the Heaven's Halberd, the stats are ridiculous on it, and the regen amplification as well as status resistance on Bristle, who already has regen, who has a regen talent, who basically your entire kit is based on the fact that you regen. Because did you know with Bristleback, the quills that come up from your back automatically, that does not include reductions. It says every 210 damage or whatever it is. That does not include reductions. So you have to take 210 pure damage off of your HP in order to quill out of your back, which means regen is king. Armor does jack shit. That technically, if you had 1,000,000 armor on Bristle, you would never quill. You would literally never quill because you would never take 200 damage.
Okay.
Like it's pure. It's pure. So regen is king on Bristle. And that's why the Halberd giving you this regen amplification is fucking crazy on Bristle. Because on top of that, it gives you evasion, it gives you ridiculous stats, it gives you status resist, and the regen amplification on top of the Hood, giving you so much effective HP and regen. This is a broken build. If you're not doing this on Bristleback, it's not a hero. Like, this is the reason the hero is so broken, is because of this build. So I'd highly recommend trying that.
Yeah, also, Halberd's probably the best item in the game against Slark, since Force Staff is nerfed.
Halberd's a nice one. That's a good item.
Yeah.
He cannot purge it. He cannot purge it.
Yep. All right. Sorry about not getting that replay, but let's go on to the next one.
What's the best gaming chair to get? Honestly, my chair is a real piece of shit and hurts my back, so I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, we have one that we'd like to recommend, but we just can't because they haven't sponsored us.
They haven't responded to my email.
Yeah.
Those fucks. All right, this one's ludicrous, but let me go check to see if he submitted another one. I don't think he did. He did not. Okay, cool. That's the right one then. Where is he? Ludicrous, you fat bitch. Where are you at? Oh, there he is. Okay. Anti-Mage. See Anti-Mage in this game? Yeah, Anti-Mage. Not gonna life. This is for a friend. All my lost games this last week could have been easily explained by drafting or typical grief or bullshit. That's fair. That's fair. We would like to know how to win a hard lane against Timbersaw's AM. What could have been done differently in the lane? At what point should he leave the lane to farm elsewhere or switch matchups? Focus on the lane stage. Okay, we'll do that.
Are you anti-mage against a Pudge Timber? Because if so, you should start with Uv and just run it.
Yeah, I agree. The problem is not starting with Uv. I don't mind the Ring of Health Rush though. I think that's pretty decent as well. But definitely, you can like own these heroes with Uv. You can destroy these heroes.
Yeah.
Oh god, especially with the Treant. Well, I guess that's why Treant probably went for the Uv. Let's see. Click on him to see.
Oop. You went.
Oh god.
Bracer Ward Clarity.
Why?
What in the shit? What
Why
this?
Why would you do that?
I don't
Oh, wait,
get it.
you're rushing Wraithband? This money? Really? Yeah, just get an Uv, dude. Just get an Uv and shitloads of regen, and then punch him.
Yeah.
Uv, 2 tangos, and a couple of sticks.
You plus the Treant should be able to just body this Timbersaw out of the lane.
You just
at
kill
level
him
1.
at level 1. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just kill him. He
Oh,
dies
shit.
here.
There's a tri-lane. What the hell is going on? Why are
Oh
they
my
tri-laning
God.
you?
I don't know. Tri-laning a Timbersaw. That sounds awful. Dude, Natris is going to destroy a Viper. Oh my god, do not go for this range creep blasted against 3 heroes. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. You just about died. I'm shocked they did not kill you. You should have died there. Yeah, rule of thumb, if the enemy team has a dank ass lane it is usually not worth it to go trade half your HP or your life for
range
a
creep.
regen rune. All right, now what you need to do is you need to go play support for yourself because this Treant isn't doing it. So
Yep.
you need to be going over to the easy camp and pulling that shit.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's actually better because you don't want to play into a tri lane. There's a Pudge mid at level 1. Holy fuck. What is going on? Yeah.
God.
Definitely do not buy a Wraith Band and no regen.
Oof.
This you are
You greedy motherfucker!
you're actually
You
making
greedy
your own
bitch!
game impossible to play. It's
Oh my
your
God.
fault. You should buy a Ring of Health with your very first 825 gold.
Well, if you can get away with it, if you can't get away with it, you buy like 7 salves and 50 tangos. Like,
Yeah.
just be alive.
Yeah.
Oh God, you have no regen. Ooh, that Treant armor though, that'll work out. Oh God, yeah, get
Assuming
that
he
regen.
even uses it on you. Yeah, you go a bunch of regen, you get a Ring of Health, you get a stick, you pull for yourself. You haven't touched a creep in like 2 minutes. You have no regen.
Here we see the lack of regen punishing.
And
I mean,
you're
they
dead.
should kill you. Yeah, oh, there it is.
And you're dead.
Literally just lack of regen.
Yeah.
That's it. You can't outskill that. Is the thing. It's like I wanna laugh at you and have fun with it or whatever, but because we're memeing and we had speed, and that's kind of a little bit what he does. You know, he fucks around. So I'm getting into that kind of zone, but I can't even. I really can't because it's literally like I would do the same thing in your situation because
Bro,
I don't
what
have
the
regen.
fuck are you doing? You bought a Wraith Band and no more regen and came back to lane. I actually
Uh-oh.
want to just turn off this replay because I don't think you can play this game the way that you're playing it.
Well, I would say, yeah. I mean, you need regen. I feel like that guy should just glimpse you back to Fountain, but
That too.
he does not have glimpse for some reason.
Oh, Kinetic Field, very good against Anti-Mage.
Great against Anti-Mage, yes, fantastic. This is just itemization. Like the thing, I can't even criticize your play because it's just the literal just decision making with items is it makes you're making your life really difficult.
All right. Are we sending out regen? Or are we just going to wait for 500 gold to be able to play the lane?
Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I like the fact that you're getting these bounties, honestly. Like, I'd prefer to see you get it than nobody.
Yeah.
Christ, like, I'm so sick of these bounties going away for free to one team that honestly doesn't deserve it. It's just like one team happens to be, oh, bounties, ah, yay, I got bounty runes. Like,
Right. Oh.
Once again, lack of regen. That's it. Just lack of regen. This lane is super playable.
Yep. You just need to sustain and not feed, and you'll get farm and levels.
You know why Timber's winning this? Because he has built-in regen on his hero.
Yeah.
I feel like you should just get glimpsed. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right. You're banned from TPing in front of a disruptor from now on.
Holy fuck.
This game is mega over the moment you die twice. TP back in and then get glimpsed. The game is just impossible.
Yeah. I mean, congrats on getting a Battle Fury and stuff, but I'm just curious when you got it. I know we normally don't look at timings, but 25-minute Battle Fury is straight up unacceptable on the Anti-Mage. Should never happen. Move on? I think we're moving on. This one's very easy to fix.
Yep. Buy regen. Buy that regen.
All right. Next replay. Also, if you're supporting an anti-mage who's playing like this, you need to buy like 8 salves and just use them on him every time he's below half health. Like, that's legitimately how you play the game.
You know what? I'm just going to submit to you. Oh, I'm going to give you all these. a bug. Let me see if that's the one he
Fuck?
submitted another one. I don't think he did. No, I don't think he did not.
We're still in the group call with Speed right now, which is why the chat you just sent me is in another window.
Oh shit! Whoops.
That's okay.
GG. GG. How do you hold your rage and keep supporting him? I don't know, man. Ask your therapist that. That's not a that's not a Dota Alchemy question. That's a hard one.
Yeah. Or alternatively, just abandon him and support somebody else.
That's my answer as well. Just
Yeah.
ditch him.
All right,
Simple solution is always the best one. You are right.
Yep. All right, what are we looking at here?
Oh, true dat. I need to look that up, eh? Let me scroll up. He says, Lina, I had a hard time knowing what to do in the mid game. Normally, I win my lane as Lina, or at least farm the side camps as well. But in this game, I made some mistakes with positioning and lane and fell behind. I then felt afraid to leave and lose tower. I think I could have itemized better with an escape item or PKB, but it seemed like we needed so much, so I took risks. I think for lower MMR pubs like mine, this is 2K, the right-click talents on Lina are usually better, so I normally build Bloodthorn and Bloodstone as my core item instead of Yules, but this game I kept adjusting my build since it seems I needed to build towards Sustain, hence the Kaya and Sange, Octarine Core, and Vessel. I wanted Hex, but lost before we could build it, would appreciate guidance, especially itemization, and how to approach team fights in games like this.
How do you feel about Blightstone starting item?
As a mid Lina, you psychopath. Why? Why? You're trading against a DP? Doesn't he just... I feel like you don't want to walk up and take shitloads of damage from hitting a Death Prophet.
Especially one named R Sneezy. Is that Arteezy's coronavirus?
All right. Nuke for these range creeps. Nuke for these range creeps. Do not let this guy deny 2 range creeps. You had the free deny because it was uphill, but there's no reason that he should have gotten those downhill ones. If you're not sick at your timing, just nuke it. That's totally okay.
Yeah. Lina's skills are used to get range creeps and harass at the same time. Don't ever use them on random creeps. That's kind of just a fast rule with these mid nuker heroes.
Also, with the ward, like if you haven't placed it already, I don't see what the point is in having it. Like showing up to the mid lane with the ward is just this guy screaming to his team that, hey, Lina has a ward, Lina has a ward. The moment you place it, it's going to get dewarded.
Yeah.
Oh, you just gave him 100 gold. Here you go. Look, I just saw him go. I just saw him use the shop.
Yep.
Go back and click on this guy's perspective.
I saw it too.
This guy 100% just bought a sentry.
They have an obs too.
Oh no, he was skilling. Oh my god. But don't do that. Don't do that. Don't place a ward in vision, man. No way.
Yeah.
God.
Yep. This is kind of a snooze fest of a lane, I feel like. Although I don't have a problem with you getting Light Strike and like
Wait, level 2. You definitely get Light Strike Array instead of Fiery Soul. Oh boy, that is like that's your kill threat. That's how you kill people. You like stun him when he walks up the hill. Yeah, this is crazy build.
Yeah. I feel like if you're gonna try and just play Lina as a right clicker, you might as well just be Sniper. Or something like that. But yeah, like any hero that has, like Leshrac, Lina, any hero that has one of these kind of pump fakeable stuns, you just use that to zone them off the wave. Like anytime they go for a last hit, you light strike them.
Stun them. Boom, 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 boom. Just fucking them. Slam them.
Hit them like
just slam them. Yeah, punish them every single time. You have no punish with this. Like what? You're getting like 15 extra attack speed or some dog shit out of the Fiery Soul?
Yeah.
God damn. Lordy, lordy. This is a crazy build. Oh, if only you could stun. If only you could stun him.
Right.
Oh my god. Odds of mine getting picked out if I put it here. 100% if you're a Patreon supporter. 100%.
Yeah.
I don't mind this vessel build, actually.
I think Vessel's cool. I actually really liked when Lina was going for like Greaves Atos. I thought that was a really sick build.
Yeah, I mean, because people, like the old Lina build has just been the same for so long. It just kind of begs the question, like, there's got to be something else, you know? There's
Right.
got to be something else. I love the vessel. I think that's a very creative, cool thing.
Super good
don't
this
like,
game.
I'm not a fan of the Blightstone.
Yep.
Some of the stuff we talked about that you did in the laning stage, kind of questionable. Not going stun, for example. I'm sure you know that, but love the vessel. Creative.
Oof.
I mean, you have the stun, he dies there. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
for sure he's dead if you have a stun.
Yep.
No way he should be able to play the lane. Do not ping. Do not ping for your team to help you. That guy should not be able to play this lane. You are you are dumpstering him. You are owning him, and then you're basically taking a baseball bat and then slamming yourself in the head with it, and then you're like, oh god, team, help me. Somebody's hitting me. It's like, that's you. You're like slamming home runs, but at the same time, you're smacking yourself in the face so you can't run around the bases because you're literally crippled.
Yeah.
You're doing the hard part, which is outlaning this guy. You're outskilling him, but then you don't have a level and stun. Oh my god, you crazy maniac.
Yep.
My god, you are pegging yourself. Oh, what was the all chat? I want to read the all chat.
Sorry. I also love this blade mail queue up as the next item.
Yeah, not bad.
Actually seems pretty good.
It does. Also, yeah, definitely buy a sentry ward for the mid lane. The BH just keeps sitting on your dick. Kill fucking morons every day. Is that what it was?
Yeah. Oh, you all chatted and then died. That feels bad.
See, yeah, now at this point, basically what's happening is like the laning stage has broken down, but you're still kind of going mid as if the laning stage is still going, and then you die. Yeah, okay, here we have the classic problem in, like, honestly, Divine and below. Lanes are in good matches with good players. Lanes are not 1v1s. The whole game is something you need to look at. You are a shit mid laner if you can't deal with rotations. If you can't play well with rotations, you are a shit mid laner. If you can't go jungle when the enemy team is rotating, you are a shit mid laner. If you're in a counter matchup and you keep playing it and you don't rotate it, you are a shit mid. All of these things do not involve at all individual 1v1 laning, and yet they all make you a shit mid laner these days. This is a like 2016 mentality, and you have to get out of it. If the enemy team keeps rotating mid, go kill a side lane, go hit the jungle, make a rotation top. Like, there's a million different things that you can do. And it pains me to see this because I see somebody who's highly mechanically skilled. You're 61 and 17. You're dumpstering this guy, but you aren't doing the easy things, which is not being there when there's a rotation, which is going somewhere else and doing some other shit, like jungling. That's easy.
Having the right skill build.
Buying a sentry, that's easy. Getting the right skill build, that's easy. You're doing the hard part. You're doing the harder part, which is mechanically outskilling this guy. Do not let your ego distract you from doing the easy shit in Dota that has a high impact.
Yeah, also, I mean, like, dude, I've bought 5 sentries for mid. So? Sorry, we're kind of roasting you, but it's like, what are you trying to say? Do you not want to play the game? Like, this is the game you're in. There's an invis hero rotating on you. Would you prefer to not be in this game? Because if that's the case, sure, don't buy sentries and fucking abandon the game. But if you're going to complain about the fact that there's an invis hero rotating mid, and you have to buy sentries to play the game, what are you expecting? Queue for a one-on-one. Like, don't queue for a game of Dota.
Right, like, as I said, I like the confidence. You're clearly mechanically skilled. That's obvious by the CS. Even though they're rotating, you're still out CSing this guy. So Just get your mentality out of 2016. You can't think like this anymore in the mid lane. Times have changed. This is not how people consider the mid lane anymore. It is not a 1v1.
Yeah.
There is so much shit that good mid laners these days are active. They run around. They do shit. It's not just this pure skill 1v1 where you both farm and basically are carries. Like, neither of these mid laners have rotated out. And obviously that's pretty bad. We haven't even talked about that. But
Yeah.
the first step is changing your mentality from like, this guy did beat you mid with these rotations.
Yep.
Like, that's part of mid. It's a team game.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, let's talk about itemization before we go on to the next one. You should be going bottle. You should be rotating off of power runes, killing bottom, killing the Sven, fucking with them, like being hyper active on Lina. Don't be afraid to pick up Yules. I know that you prefer to go this right click build because of your bracket, quote unquote. But just get a fucking Yules and snowball off of solo kills all over the map.
Well, yeah, the thing, like, the right-click Aghanims, etc. build is, like, arguably better for carrying the game because you can actually run around and kill people. The right-click build is like, all right, team, please go in so I can right-click people and be a carry.
Right.
When you already have a Wraith King and a PL that are going to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, nice, you got the stun, and finally, good shit happens.
Yeah, I mean, legitimately, like, if you want to win a bunch of these games, just snowball. And the way that you snowball on Lina is by having burst damage very early on and setting yourself up to kill people. So, I don't know, you're like itemizing to tank and kill a Death Prophet, I guess. You're treating this game as if it's literally you against Death Prophet, and it's just not. It's a team game. There's 10 heroes in this game.
Yeah, I would definitely. I mean, if you want to snowball Lina, the item is definitely Yules, like every game, because you can just play by yourself and kill anybody solo. So
yeah. All right, let's move on.
okay. The next person is Whoosh Bar. It's a shame we don't get to see any B drag replays this week.
BDZ.
Would like to see that. He says, Naga Siren, we lost because I didn't have buyback, but I think we could have won sooner, so that isn't my main focus. I'm focusing on mid-game with Naga is what I need most. I was ahead for the whole game, but could not end as we kept taking bad fights, even if we took racks. Sure, okay. Cool, let's check it out.
You got it.
I'm going to go ahead and grab a Red Bull sugar-free. Be right back.
Not sponsored yet. Maybe one of these days. If anybody knows anybody at Red Bull, talk to your boys.
Prepare for battle. 30 seconds to battle. Let this one kiss me.
Oh my god. Sniper mid versus Naga Siren. Snooze fest. I feel like you should be able to just get every single last hit in this lane and every single deny. You've got the illusions to do extra damage. Sniper does what? 51 damage. And then I'm pretty sure once you get your Riptide, kind of just shove the lane into him, go farm, shove the lane, go farm, shove the lane, go farm, side camps. And then pick up a point in net when you feel like you can just kill the sniper. And then you just kill the sniper. Seems like a pretty straightforward lane to me. Oh, you're owning him. No surprise there. More regen. Send out more salves before you need it. Oh. Where's your regen? Where is your regen, sir?
Yo, where's your regen, dude? Why you got 2 Wraith Bands, no regen, sir? What are you saying, Donnie?
Exactly. I was just saying
Oh,
this,
really?
this seems like a pretty straightforward lane. You shove the lane, you go farm, you shove the lane, you go farm. Eventually you pick up a point in net and you kill the sniper, and then you force him out of lane and take his tower.
Yep. Pretty shitty hero, this sniper guy, other than as a 4, which I would highly recommend.
The only reason you can't pressure him out of lane is because you're just standing in shrapnel and it's making your illusions really weak because they have your health, and you just don't have any regen.
Yeah. Jenkins 3rd can in an hour. No, I've had 1 Red Bull sugar-free and 3 Cokes so far.
Well, I've had about half a bottle of water, so we're on the same level at this point.
Hey, Ellie! Sorry, I left the sink on to fill up a pot to soak, and I'm trying to get her to deal with it so I don't overflow.
It's probably
For
good.
fuck's sakes.
You can
One
go
sec,
deal with
sorry.
it. It's fine.
God damn it.
What's up, chat? How we doing today? You guys having fun so far in replay review?
Didn't overflow.
Nice. Well played. Do you feel like
Do I
this guy
remember
should be
what
playing
water
more
tastes
aggressively?
like? Somebody asked if I remember what water tastes like.
Fair enough. Seems like a reasonable question.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
I feel like you should be playing way more aggressively. Like,
Dude, just cut his fucking wave, man. Why are you not cutting it? It's like tier 3.
yeah, 404 when you could just
Cut his wave!
just free kill the sniper constantly.
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't care about that. Just cut his wave, dude. He's a sniper. Does he think he wants a tank under tower? Hell no. Dude, just cut. Dude, okay. Watch Eternal Envy play mid. Watch him play mid Bristle. Watch him play mid Ember. If you can just sit mid and farm, what people are doing now is you cut the wave to their camp and you farm the wave at the same time as a camp. That shit is broken. Do it every game. Do it every game if you can. You get so farmed.
Alright, he wanted to know about mid-game Naga things, right? I'm seeing a whole lot of just farming with your illusions constantly. Not a whole lot of splitting the illusions to push out lanes while you go farm jungle.
Yep. This is Naga.
This is
Hit those creeps.
very
Hit those
exciting.
creeps, baby boy. Hell yeah.
Alright, something interesting happened. Let's go back.
Ooh, back to the interesting farming. Here we go.
Running
I would say
in. Here
you
we
can just-
go.
Dude, this fucking guy.
Support Chaos Knight. Nice song.
Good chrono, or good song.
Yep. Net.
Really good.
Net the Void. Why are we going on the Bristleback?
Do not
Of all the heroes.
go for this hero.
Of all
Kill
the
the
heroes.
sniper! Kill the sniper! There he is. Oh, sniper's killing you because you're ignoring him. Oh God. Nice map to dodge, but why the fuck do you have to even do that in the first place? That was really cool, but it's like falling off of a building because you're like doing some stupid shit and then catching yourself. It's like, that was really cool, but it's pretty dangerous to walk on ledges of buildings. Like, you probably should just avoid that altogether.
Dude, there was a Mask of Madness Void right next to you, in range of being netted, and you ran after the Bristleback.
CK Bristle should not be your first 2 heroes that you go on, but that happened to be the exact target selection in that fight.
Back to Naga things.
Once again, we have another player who you're doing cool shit and good stuff but some of it's just not necessary. You know, like there's ways to make your game much easier, and you know, I guess that's what we're here for. Is that I say this a lot. A lot of these players that aren't 6-7K still have 6-7K mechanics.
Yep.
Look at your songs in these fights. They're great.
Yep.
You're doing the right thing a lot of the time. A lot of the hard stuff you're doing, but it's the simple stuff that you're not. So, target priority. Silencer, Sniper, those are your best. Void is great, but can be a little hard if he doesn't have Mom on. But Void is still good. If you can kill Void, that's pretty cool. But really, it's
Why?
like Sniper, Silencer.
Why in God's name are you netting a Bristleback?
Kill the Silencer! Look at the Silencer! Look how out of position he
Why
is!
are you netting the Bristleback? I
Dude,
don't
Sniper's level
understand.
17 too. Oh god, kill the Sniper, please.
Just run at him. You have Diffusal Blade off cooldown. Now you're going on Chaos Knight again. What is happening?
Run past this idiot distraction and kill the idiot guy in the back that's shooting you with guns and has 7 more levels than the Chaos Knight does. Dude, you just got 1 level for killing the Chaos Knight. Imagine how many levels you get for killing a level 17 guy. Once again, CK Bristle are the 2 heroes that die first.
Why? Why? This guy's... Holy shit, this is your camera, by the way. What is happening? Alright, here's the camera. Oh! Oh, can't see anything! Oh my god! And we're dead. Luckily, your Nyx Assassin saved the day.
God damn it, Whoosh Bar, just kill the Sniper!
Seriously, dude.
It's all up to you. You
It's-
have the power.
It's so easy. You just song and run at him, and then you net him, and then he dies instantly. What are
Oh
his
my
items?
god. He would die so pathetically and instantly.
Yeah.
He would be just sad looking. So sad.
Instead, you're legitimately killing your team by hitting the Bristleback with 5 illusions and your hero.
And the Chaos Knight. 2 fights in a row, we see CK Bristle die.
Yeah.
Really, the problem was target priority. That's it. That
Yep.
is it.
Hey, we killed the Void.
Yeah,
Nice.
cool. Awesome. Amazing. Great. I'm sure good stuff happens. Hey, you get a tower because of that.
Yep.
Target priority equals good stuff.
Alright, if Sniper TP's in, you actually just song and run at him.
I think you just run at him. I think you just run at him and net him. He just dies. And guess what? Because he has no Void and Bristle, he actually dies to you. I think even with the Force Away... Okay, never mind. You're not going to commit. I mean, you could defuse and just kill him. Look at your illusions.
Look at this! Look at this! He's getting fucking destroyed. You're not
Dude,
even
he's
looking at it.
literally dying to the illusions. You're not even microing them. He's just... Oh my god. Yeah, honestly, just kill the Sniper. You are like giving this guy way too much credit. He is not strong. He has no way of surviving against you. He just feeds.
Yeah.
If you just commit and kill the Sniper there with Diffusal, you probably win the game right there.
Yeah. Very, very strange loss.
Sniper is such a bad hero. He only wins games when people don't prioritize killing him first. I 100% wholeheartedly agree.
Yep.
Agree, not degree.
Except for...
Is that a word? Degree? Other than the
Yes.
one that you get from a school?
Yeah, like 3rd-degree burns.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. You'll get
Or-
some 3rd-degree burns if you let Sniper just shoot you with his fucking boomstick.
For real.
All right, Dara is next.
That was a weird game that we just
Easy
watched.
fixes. It's so easy, though. Like, it's just so easy to fix that, so you don't really have much to worry about.
Yeah.
Big boy.
And keep manta dodging crazy shit.
Dara says, Carry Luna, a loss. Recently started picking this hero again, especially in lanes. That feels super hard for melee. You can breeze over the lane stage because I really overestimated how well I could win this lane. I suppose you could look at some team fights, items, and maybe quick discussion of the merits of magic versus physical Luna. Cheers, men. Big brain Jenkins. Man, I have a math degree, and I was asking if degree is a word outside of whatever context I said.
Well, you don't have an English degree, so it's okay. Numbers.
Hey, I have a philosophy minor, dude. That's like
numbers
basic.
ain't letters, man. Numbers ain't letters.
That's true.
Unless it's I. That's an imaginary number.
Do you have a degree? Did you go to college?
Yeah, the streets.
Oh, God.
Slang.
I was serious. I thought maybe you had like some
slang and crack rock.
psychology or some random thing.
No, I have a journalism and media production degree.
Oh, I fucking knew it was some weird thing like that, dude. I knew it was. Everybody's got something weird. Either they have something weird like that, or they talk about it a lot.
Is that weird for somebody that full-time produces media and writes?
Yes, that's a weird degree. That is not the most common thing. I have it's like not STEM. It's just, you know.
I see.
STEM are like the only real degrees is the thing. So.
Gotcha. Are you guys talking about Erdogan, man? Fuck Erdogan.
What?
Sorry if there's any Turkish people in chat that like Erdogan, but fuck Erdogan.
Who is that a person?
He's the dictator of Turkey.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Not a great guy.
No. Question. So you say that you pick Luna against lanes that are hard for melee heroes. You do realize that Luna is essentially a melee hero, right?
Yeah.
Your attack range is what? 330? That's just over melee range.
What's melee? Is it 200 something?
Let's find out. Click on the actual.
Am I way off?
150.
150. Okay. I was thinking like 210, but so you have a double melee range.
Yeah.
Wow, that's bad.
Oh no. We're starting the lane. Running back to Oh no, we TP'd the lane.
I like that you steal the bounty. I would just fucking TP. Just TP immediately.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I don't know if you go this at level 1.
I don't know what else you would get is the problem though.
Lucent Beam for range creeps?
I don't know. I feel like you just get your line to get range creep last hits. I mean, sure, you can. It's just 90 mana for 75 damage. That is dog shit.
I know, it's terrible. But again, you're a melee hero, so you kind of need something to get range creeps. Also, what is this? It's 15% of 60 essentially. What's that? Do the math for me, Jenkins.
Wait, what? 15% of 60?
Yeah. How much plus damage is that? Like
8.
No, it's not.
You can see on his thing he has +8.
+8 because of slippers, right? No, never mind. That's the base.
It's right there, dude. It's right there.
Okay.
That's a journalism degree coming in handy. Oh my god.
Where's Speed? We need Speed and Henry back in here to keep this train on track.
This is why we don't go to 3 hours usually. We're just completely fucking losing it. Like, this is actually why I feel so bad for Dara and the other people that are getting like the last 2 replays. We're just so stupid at this point. Bobby was right. Bobby was right. Elevated, get him out of here. Elevate off the channel.
Can we get Dr. Disrespect in here to do replay review? You think he would do that? How much would he charge for replay review?
Dude, that guy's probably really expensive.
I wonder if he would even come on. If he'd be like, hey Doc, we'll pay you $50K for an hour of replay review. You think he would do that?
Dude, yes, of course. Okay, the lane is really far up. Nobody's pulling. You're standing up there, really low HP. Looks really awful. You should probably feed and die at this point. I don't know how it hasn't happened yet. You should be dead.
There's a Pudge in the lane, that's why. Pudge can't do shit.
He's like too afraid to try to hook you, so he's just been standing in the trees doing nothing.
How's your lion level 1 still, and he hasn't even been pulling? What has the lion been doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. You need to pull. You need to just pull the hard camp as a carry. You tango 1 tree and you can do it.
Yeah.
You can't.
Here's the
just
tree. Right there.
You can't just wish that the lane was like back and have it come back. You know, it's like
Yeah.
And standing there does nothing. Walking up and trying to get last hits just gets you killed. You have to be realistic. It's not going to work. You're just going to die. Standing there menacingly. That is exactly what Pudge does.
Yep. Okay. Sending out Boots first on one of the fastest heroes in the game over more regen seems kind of insane to me also.
I gotta say, one of my favorite heroes to lane against as Axe, by the way, is Luna. It's just like, she doesn't do anything to you. She can't kill you. She can't out-trade you.
Yeah.
You can run her down. She's really squishy. Like, it's just really, it's really hard to be Luna against Axe. This is one of my preferred matchups.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think at this point, if this was me, I mean, I hopefully wouldn't have picked Luna into Axe, but I would probably start thinking about getting Gloves of Haste and going to the jungle and leveling up my Moonglaves.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're playing carry Luna, you probably want to just go like Glaives max.
Yeah.
I don't think the magic damage Luna build is something that you can do from carry position. I think a lot more is expected from a carry.
Yeah.
A lot, like it's just not the role. It's not the role for it.
I think
Like,
you could
why don't you
maybe
just
do
get
like
it?
a hybrid-ish build where you go like Yasha, Manta into like Ags or something like that. If you don't
Yeah,
do
you can
BKB right away.
eventually go for an Ags for sure. That's definitely not bad, but you definitely want to spend the early game like absolutely Mask of Madness is the item. You go like Treads Mask of Madness and you just jungle insanely fast.
Yeah.
Like Mom is just one of the best items in the game, and it builds into the 2 late game items that Luna wants.
Yeah, the scaling on this is trash, by the way. Just max Moonglaves. This is your farming item. Like, you look at, I would go back to look at like old Arteezy Luna replays if I'm thinking back in my head how he plays this hero, and it's literally just like 0-4-4. Like no ultimate, no lucent beam, just farming creeps until you're like 6 slotted, and then you show up and kill
Yeah.
everybody.
I think there is merit in going like 4 points in beam though for fighting, just because this meta is so like heavily focused on fighting.
Yeah, I agree.
Not first though. Like you definitely go Glaives, like 3 or 4 points in Glaives.
Yep.
And then eventually back, because you're right. The scaling on the base damage shit is really bad. Like it's really horrendous. And you don't go ulti, obviously. I think you just use the point on Glaives. You just go jungle at this point.
Yeah.
And give a support the top lane, or give Sand King, who's getting cucked bot somehow. Give him the top lane, because you think Sand King cares about an Axe? He's gonna fucking destroy him.
Yeah, do not come back to this top lane. It's not your responsibility to hold this tower. I know you're about to, but do not do this. Just go hit jungle creeps full time. Your job is to carry the game, not to defend your top tower.
Yeah, you jungle way faster anyway. I would say just head over to the Ancients. Go start hitting Ancients with the Mask of Madness.
Yep.
Try the Mask of Madness. I really think if you're going like Manta, Yasha, that sort of shit. And once again, you shouldn't be here. That's the issue. Your Sand King should. Your Sand King, look where he's standing. Your Sand King's farming where you should be farming.
Yeah.
Like he would prefer to be up here. You would prefer to be down there.
Yep. I mean, this is just, it's like so formulaic at this point. Oh, look, it's 10 minutes. The carry's still in the lane. Oh, look, the carry died within the next 30 seconds. Every single fucking game this happens. Just don't be there at 10 minutes.
Leave your lane. Yeah, and get that Mask of Madness build, man. It's dank.
Yes, it's very, very good. And turns into Butterfly Satanic, which are 2 of the best items on Luna.
Hell yeah, boy. All right, let's see. What did our boy want to talk about specifically? Check that out.
Dara might be a girl, not sure. But yes, our boy, girl.
Boy or girl. Over in the laning phase. Breeze over the laning stage. Whoops. Team fights, items, quick decision. Okay, we talked a bit about itemization.
Yep.
We talked about magic versus physical. Okay, we can look at a team fight.
Cool. We'll try and find one.
Although, really, I think this hero just like hard farms until you have 6 items, then you just show up and destroy them with like insane items.
Yep. I'm not even gonna look at
And once again, you should be farming in the triangle, I think. This hero can kill any hero that can kill Ancients, should kill Ancients.
Yep.
So either you want to farm bot while that tower is dead, the bottom tier 1 tower, or you farm Ancients if that tower is not dead.
Stop
on
going
your
top.
side, in your triangle.
Stop going top.
Your you need to scream at your Sand King or whoever.
Just go
Hey,
there.
somebody go top.
Take his
I don't-
farm.
Yeah, take his shit. Literally walk there and start stealing his shit from him. And then say the top lane is free, and then he'll go because he doesn't like getting his farm stolen.
Yeah. Oh my god. Ugh, I'm so pissed. Every time I see a carry still farming our jungle at 15 minutes. You haven't even been to the bottom side of the map. You could go there and take the tower. You can go take Ancients, take the other Ancients.
It's just not your job to play the dangerous place, man. That is like for sure some dumbass's job, not a carry. That's like a dumbass Sand King job right there, or like a dumbass Tusk, not a Luna.
You're farming back towards your jungle. Why? Oh, and you're loose. Blade Mail Axe versus Luna. Not fun.
You need to farm and show up to fights if they look God mode for you, but you show up to fights with TPs. The problem is like you're just running into your jungle to farm, and then they go on you. So it's not even a fight. You like, there's no angle of approach because you guys weren't trying to approach the fight. They just went on you. So how you play the team fight after that is just dictated by like how they initiated on you.
What is this item build? Manta into S and Y? Do you actually go this? The heck? Yeah. Treads, Double Wraith, Mask of Madness, Manta Style, BKB, Satanic, Butterfly,
Or butterfly.
Scotty. There you go. That's how you build Luna literally every single game. I kid you not. Every single game, that's what you build.
Yeah.
Luna.
Well, that's carries. That's carries. Like everybody plays around the carries timings is the thing. So
Yeah.
that's why the item build on carries like don't change that much. The next one is So Fucking.
Okay.
Sofa King. And he says,
The king of couches?
yes, he's the king of couches, yes. And he says, Underlord, this was a game. I had a terrible start due to an unexpected tri-lane. I asked for a trade with Murana, but she came at low HP and was immediately ganked. I eventually moved top and recovered by mid-game, but was super frustrated due to their mana burn lineup. AM plus PL. Oh my god, you guys lost to an AM plus PL. That is heartbreaking.
Well, and a Pudge. AMPL Pudge.
What about Dragonlance? Man, Dragonlance is a garbage item. I think that item sucks. Unless you need the Force Stick with it, then it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like the whole thing with Luna is that you should get so many items that you can just run in and fight them in man fight, and then they lose the man fight. So you don't need to be far away from them.
That's the big thing is I feel like people are they're trying to like min max, like, oh man, if I get a Dragonlance then I can like kind of show up for this fight here, but you just don't have to on that hero. All you have to do is just get really fat, and your hero luckily is really good at getting really fat. And then when you're really fat, the other team has to come to you because otherwise their base dies. And so they have to fight into you as a really fat Luna. You don't have to close the gap. You just hit buildings until they go on you, then you press Eclipse. There's no gap close needed. Jenkins, I'm getting a little bit jealous that you're talking to chat right now instead of me. Yeah.
Anyway, so Dragonlance doesn't help you with fighting. No, if you're going to go for a fighting Luna build, you go fucking Ags and shit. But the thing is, like, if you're going to pick one of these dumbass farm for the late game heroes like PL and Anti-Mage, you can't just play for the early game. They're dog shit at that. Yeah. So is Luna. Like, these heroes are garbage at doing that. If you want to play a carry to fight, you have to pick a carry that can actually fight. You have to pick some sort of Bristle carry or Gyro carry or Ursa carry. There's a reason everybody's picking this shit. These PLs and Slarks are garbage tier because of this meta. So, but if you are going to pick those heroes, they're restricted to their playstyle. Like, you can't just fight on PL by going some early game items. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, like, that's why a hero like Wraith King was so good, is because it was so straightforward. It was phase into Radiance every game. Do nothing until you have those. Period. You don't even look at the fights that are happening. You just go those items and then you can show up. Same thing with Luna, except your timing is not phase Radiance. It's Treads, Manta, BKB, maybe, probably not, still, Satanic, Butterfly. Then you show up for a fight, and then the game's over.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even like those heroes,
more than likely, it's already been over because you got run over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you couldn't show up to fights.
Yeah, these days.
Oh no, Pudge. Okay. How many replays today have we seen where somebody tries to get the rune and loses all of their regen before the game even starts?
This ruins your lane. This absolutely ruins your lane. Oh, and I have to play like a bitch.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Oh, now you're dead.
Oh,
Oh,
nope.
just kidding. There's a Pudge. You're lucky there's a Pudge.
This is worse than dying, though.
Yeah, this
Because
is.
you're
Is
295 movement speed, Underlord.
Oof.
Oh my god, if you show up to lane without a salve, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh. Oh, against Lich. Against Lich. You just go like, dude, against Lich, you go like Quelling Blade 6 Tango Salve.
Do you
You
guys
can't-
just not want to play the game? I don't understand. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit pissed because it's just every single fucking replay is the same thing. Like, do you guys not want to play the game?
I mean, to be fair, it's not Sofa King's fault that we've covered a bunch of replays that this has happened in so far.
But it just happened to you. Like, what could solve the problem that just happened? You got nuked down to 30% health. What is the only item in the game that fixes that? Salve.
Sage's Mask! Oh.
I'm just so confused by this, like, inability to recognize what the actual problem is.
I think it's greed. I think it's like a lot of people want to build to like the fun items, and it's an impulse that you have to listen, guys. You have to listen to that voice in your head. I know there's a voice in your head that's thinking, I'm probably gonna need a salve. But you know that it's boring as well, and you know that it's almost defeatist to think that you're gonna need that salve. But you do. Listen to the voice. The voice is telling you something is good. Listen to that voice, and you will win Dota.
Oh,
I guarantee you.
Here comes the TP back to lane without the salve. Oh, there it is.
Well, Stick is definitely better than a Sage's Mask. I'll say that much.
Better,
Lich.
better call in the Mirana because we're having a tough lane. Also, against the tri-lane, just double the wave and then go sit under your tower until it pushes into you. No?
You what? Oh, yeah, you just double the wave. What are they going to do if you double the wave? Like, nothing.
Exactly.
It's just a tri-lane. You can't play the lane normally. You just have to shove and pull, shove and pull, shove and pull. That's it.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Also, you block your own camp? Used.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Why are we?
How do you double the wave? You take one wave and you run it into a second wave. Boom. There you go.
Oh no, so fucking, what are you doing? This is so fucking bad. You're TPing to your carry's lane and fighting them for last hits.
I think he might be following your advice literally from the previous weeks where you said to just TP to the... I actually like that you're against the PL. I feel like you probably should have done this earlier if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a PL top and your hero owns PL.
Hey, he forced the Ursa out of lane.
Yeah, no, it actually worked. But once again, you're doing it with no regen. He's level 6, so he just fucks you in the ass.
Yeah.
And then you say, "I've bleached it. Please."
Now, why are you following your Ursa into? What are you doing? Why are you TPing to your Ursa?
No, at this point, it's like probably mad tilt, like not knowing what the hell to do, what's going on.
So fucking confused.
Get him, level 4 Underlord. Yeah, you're like okay. All I'm seeing in this game is like, you just need to chill. Like, just get farm. just like play defensive. You don't need to own people. You don't need to kill people. You don't need to run at PLs. You are so behind. You just need to do these safe things like pull, jungle, farm an easy camp if you have to. Like this is 100% overplaying for the last like 2 or 3 deaths
Yeah.
that we've seen. And you just need to chill. And once again, I go back to this. I know you have that voice in your head that's telling you when you're level 4, you can't just run at a level 9 hero. Like, I know that's in there, but the tilt and the confusion of, like, how the fuck did the game get to this point? That's forcing you to do this stupid shit. But if you just chill in a game where you're running around and feeding and getting devastated, and you go 50-50 for a few minutes, that is so much better because you're gaining gold by not losing the gold. If you're
Right.
going 50-50 in a game where they have a 3k gold lead, that's not good for them. They're supposed to be taking that gold lead and transforming it into even more. So if you just chill and you don't feed, that's them losing the game effectively. So really, I'm seeing a lot of like emotional play here, at least from that. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, I would agree. And actually, what you said is a super good point. Like, sometimes just simplifying the game at this point is the most effective thing you can do. So, literally make this game about how long can I keep one tower alive? And luckily, you're a great hero at keeping a tower alive. So just go pick a tower that you think is really important, and then just sit there and keep it alive for as long as you can until like you feel like you can actually play Dota again. And
Also, this skill build is definitely mega griefing. Like,
Yeah.
you either go Pit of Malice because they have a bunch of heroes that can't deal with roots, or you go your ulti, and that lets you, like, run down lanes and then ult out, and then you can actually get farm, which would be really cool. So you could go bot and just run and, like, cut the smoke and then go cut the bot wave or something.
or you can just right-click, wrap around gank and SF Jenkins.
Yeah, that was sick. That was really sick. Yeah, thank God you're OD zoning. I mean, if you had Pit of Malice, he'd be owning even more. But whatever. Yeah. It's...
Yeah.
Once again, really, I know I hate this max E build. This is such a pub mentality thing. It's like people do this for the permanent damage bonus. It's so greedy.
Yeah.
It is so insanely greedy.
It
You go
doesn't
two
even
value.
it doesn't even increase the amount that you get. It's just 5 at all levels.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
The
No, the permanent damage.
Yeah, the
does
permanent
increase.
is only 5.
No,
Oh wait,
it's
never mind.
3, 4,
Sorry,
5.
I'm looking at
That's-
bonus for creeps. My bad.
Yeah, that's
Fuck, I'm losing it. I'm losing it.
I know you're losing it. Dude, I know. I knew that was the. But this is like I always see this. I always see this in like low rated pubs, and it always just shocks me because it's like you have like one of the Pit of Malice is straight up one of the best Dota abilities. It's just one of the best abilities in the game. Look at the cooldown on it, and the duration.
Yeah.
It's 12 seconds with a 16-second cooldown. It's got a 4-second downtime.
Yeah.
Like this thing, it's like a small ravage. Like it's really insanely strong.
Really
for
good
team
against
fighting.
anti-mage PL.
Yes, it's so good. It's so good. And you want the bonus stolen damage because it's fun, but it sucks. Who gives a shit if Underlord is right-clicking for 30 more damage? You see that plus 235? Yeah, to get that, you don't need to max out the ability. You're going to get that damage regardless. That's where most of your damage comes from, is from atrophy kills on creeps and heroes.
Yeah.
It would be different if the permanent damage was, like, stolen, but it's not.
Yeah, you're going like treads because you're trying to be a right clicker. Also, it looks like you're going for
Not
movement speed instead of
necessary.
the wave damage.
Not necessary. You have an Ursa, you have an OD, you have a Lina. Literally all of your heroes shit out damage. You do not need more damage.
Yeah.
You need Disable. Actually, that's mainly what you need. I think. Well, you don't really
Maybe
need Nexus.
tankiness a little bit. Maybe a
Yeah,
crimson would be good.
Yeah, I think a Crimson would be good. A Crimson Pipe, that sort of thing. Like this is definitely a Vlad's Crimson game.
Yeah,
That's super good.
this guy went Vlad's.
Okay,
so
that's fine. You Crimson.
there we
Okay,
go.
that's good. That's good. I still am not a fan of this like treads and I would say phase and move speed is fine, but the move speed is not for right clicking. It's for like
Catching people
being
in pit.
yeah, and being
Yeah.
annoying, like pushing down lanes and just being like hard to kill because you're just running around fast.
Yeah.
That sort of shit. And man, at this point you would so like to have maxed out Pit of Malice for your team. and maybe a pipe. A pipe would be really good, honestly. They have Lich and SF and Pudge.
Yeah.
Like I know the PL and Anti-Mage don't do any damage with magic really. I mean to some degree they do, but if you can just keep your OD alive, he's gonna absolutely fuck them in the face. I'm surprised he's 5,200 net worth. I wonder what happened because he was owning people top. Is this like a 5 OD? Like how did this happen?
I have no idea. Maybe he sold all his
Did-
items and then bought them again or something.
I don't know how he's getting owned so much. Like he came top and he was super huge, high level and just owned people.
I don't know. Let's look at the end game decision making, or the end game itemization. Actually, doesn't look that bad.
Doesn't look that bad. Not a fan of the Radiance though. I don't see why. Well, actually, you're against PL. That's not that bad. I would say like late game probably Shiva's is more of the choice.
Yeah, let's also see. Yeah, so you bought the Radiance after you already had the Pipe, Crimson, Blade Mail. I kind of love just having like a Hex, an Abyssal Blade, something like that. Because
Disable.
you do need more disable. I know that people like to go Atos on the hero too sometimes. All right,
Yep.
we got one more to do, I think.
One more replay for the boys. Jay Bryant. Let's see. Where did he post? I'm fucking losing it. What channel is this? Who are you?
I don't know.
This is Jay Breezy. Jay Breezy says, Beastmaster took your advice and started spamming a hero, started a new one for me with Beastmaster. So far, I have a 75% win rate in the first 15 games or so. Okay, we're good. We don't need to watch this. I'm just kidding. This is a win, but I'm wondering if I played wrong in regards to leaving the lane. My support Underlord, which is blasting the wave every time, making it hard for me to last it. Very well. He said no when I asked him to stop, so I tried to jungle, let him get solo XP and gold.
Fair enough.
So one of us is doing well. We ended up winning pretty easily, but I'm wondering, was he right? No. I was
First of all,
wrong.
he picked support Underlord. Everything he says after that is invalid.
If my decision to leave and let him solo was good, no, I think your decision to leave is. We'll see. That could be mediocre. That could be good. We'll see. Also, any tips?
No.
Oh, what? It's not working? Yeah, it should work. I think it just takes a while sometimes. Go back. Sometimes you have to wait for it.
It's 8 days old.
GG. GG. I see your desktop. I see your desktop.
Yeah, you like looking at that picture of you?
Yeah. Some Valorant smoke gank. What's that, Donnie?
It's a video.
Okay, what's that about? Is it about Valorant and smoke ganks?
Yep.
Are there smokes in that game?
Yeah.
Smokes of deceit? Is that what they're called?
No.
Oh, what do they do? Is it like a smoke bomb sort of thing?
Yeah, it's like a smoke grenade from CS:GO.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Let's see if we can get this. Come on, Jay Breezy.
GG.
Nope.
All right, Jay Bryan, I have you on the list as we fucked up, and we will do you next week. First, if you can submit a replay. Apologies, it's the way she goes. We just started doing this thing where we're tracking it, so a little bit of fuck ups here or there. Everybody that submitted one for this week, I have you noted.
Do I need to download all those replays?
Yes. Go
Okay.
ahead and. There's not that many though. It's
Okay.
like Loival or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 replays. Just 8 replays. 9. Prime operator put 1. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get to that.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you to our Patreon supporters for submitting us some great replays this week. Sorry for getting a little bit heated. Just getting a little frustrated. seeing the same mistakes over and over. But that's why we do this, because we want to make people better so that they don't make those mistakes next
Sometimes
week.
Savage Donnie just comes out, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes. It was Speed, too. Speed is a catalyst.
Yeah, he kind of set me off. He was talking about Jungle Venomancer, and I just
Yeah.
he tilted me from the moment he came on.
He said to me, Diet Sprite's better than Diet Sugar-Free Mountain Dew Vanilla, and I thought that was bullshit. Clearly,
Whoa.
it's not. Have you tried snorting the powder?
I have not, but it sounds like anything you would say is more relevant than what Speed's saying. So, you know. All right.
Yeah.
Before we let you guys go, just want to say thank you to all the viewers as well. We had over 500 people today.
Hell yeah,
I
dude.
think that's like a milestone for us. So give yourselves a round of applause and definitely throw some of those dab emotes in chat.
I'm gonna go ahead and just do a wash hands in there.
Yeah, definitely wash hands, dab. I'm liking this monkey emote or whatever it is. Oops. All right. Cheers, everybody. We'll see you next time.